Recording. All right. Welcome to the Chronicles of the Folk Band, session number 26. So the folk band went back into the Oracle, had a whole bunch of questions answered, came out, and there was Ebondeath, who was riding a white dragon, who seemed to know who you were, although I don't think you know who she was. And then shortly after which, Ebondeath came out of the dragon. You had to fight the dragon and the Dracolich, although he kind of disappeared for a little while. You killed off a couple of bone monsters. You killed a nasty undead girl as well, who you kind of recognized. And then in the final fight with Ebondeath here, you're realizing he's a little hard to pin down, shifting back and forth between the ethereal plane and the material plane. So you concocted a plan to put yourselves under a little safety dome while Vark sacrifices himself to trip one of the runes to possibly catch Ebondeath in the trap and maybe kill him. So far, you have managed to unleash some type of a terrible raging storm above you, but it has done very little damage so far. So now, Ebondeath seemed to want to avoid whatever the storm might be doing. And he seemed to change his timing of when he bamfs in and out of the ethereal plane to the point that he's now firmly on the material plane, and it is about to be Nyx's turn. Does the folk band have a plan? Will that plan work? Let's find out together. All right, so we are, it is Nyx's turn. I think you've had a couple weeks to kind of talk strategy, but I'll say that this is for all intents and purposes, we can say this is kind of the top of the round. And I am remembering that you all now get an inspiration back because it is a new session. Get your hero point back. All right. Does anybody want to talk tactics, or are you ready to jump in?
I think we absolutely got to talk tactics.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I heard, we were trying to
stun
and end him as much as possible.
I mean, Michael, you were talking about running away, which I just don't see how that's an option. Like,
no, you're right.
We're in a bad place, but like, there's no situation I can see that he doesn't just follow us. I guess unless we could get to the airship and try and just speed that away.
We don't even know what the state of the airship is outside.
Right, exactly. So, to me, it seems like our best option might just be trying to stun him. And just try and beat the shit out of him. But we're all quite hurt. Well, no, Nyx is seemingly fine. But everybody else is quite hurt. But
Harshnag's here.
Yeah, Harshnag's here. I am pretty sure I must not have checked off my spell slot for this Wall of Force, because I'm seeing that I still have a 5th level slot left, and I don't think that that's correct. Because I'm fairly certain I remember making that decision, knowing it would be my last Wall of Force. So I can't make another one.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, you had used your Steel Wind Strike. That was your other 5th level slot.
I did. I used it at a 6th level, but I think I might have used it at a 6th level and a 5th level. I don't know.
Looking teleportation. I don't remember you using it. What do you have for 6th level spells? Globe, tensors, yeah.
No, I was.
Oh. I mean, I only remember using it once, but my memory is not the greatest thing in the world. But I do seem to recall a lot of thought being put into using your last 5th level slot. I also seem to recall that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what else to try and do.
I mean, the stun felt like it
Stun's
was
our best.
going to
Yeah, stunning I think is our best bet because uh, based on my observation, Ebondeath's not getting advantage on those rolls because it's not a magic effect. So, the magical resistance that I only assume that a Dracolich would have doesn't take effect. So it seems like our best bet to kind of pin Ebondeath down to the point that we can do some major damage. I'm really kicking myself over using a Hexblade's Curse already.
But I still got to be able to get out. And I got to get...
So basically we got to decide now, are we dropping Wall of Force and making a last stand, or what else, or what other option are we considering?
There is, I mean, we could try going back into the Oracle Chamber if we needed to run.
I can't go in.
Oh shit, you already used all your questions.
I can't either.
Okay, then yeah, we gotta fight, and I think, I mean, unless we want to wait for Vark to try the fire rune, which we know was big damage, one more time, but it kind of seems like now's our opportunity to try and get at Ebondeath. But there's also a storm raging outside. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on, but I know that I want to get on Ebondeath's face right now. It's like the claws in the skin, the scales. So,
then
but the Wall of Force.
Yeah, I think thinking about what Mam would do if Mam sees that that's what Nyx wants to do, and sees that confidence and on Nyx's face of that's what they're gonna do, then yeah, Mam would drop the wall.
Why are you gonna make faces like that?
I love it. There's not a clear-cut choice here. I love it.
I know. Is the wall dropped? They could...
Are you? Yeah, I mean, are you dropping it for sure?
Last chance. Anyone want to try and convince me otherwise?
Is that your final answer?
Drop it.
All right. Okay, so as Nyx's turn begins, and you see, Harshnag, he was kind of folded in half with his head between his knees, you see him kind of pop up a little bit, and it is Nyx's turn. Sorry, Michael.
What is Ebondeath on the ground, or do I gotta get up to him?
He is on the ground. So the storm has very strong winds and gusts, which for flying creatures, that means while you can fly, you have to land at the end of your turn, or you'll be knocked prone. So he can't hover around in the air. Okay, here we go. This is exactly what I imagine.
Hang on, am I targeted? 1 second.
You are targeted, yep.
Yes, okay. Deep breaths. All right, let's see how this works. All right. I don't even remember how many key points I've used so far. I'm like,
Do you have some key points left? Do you have? Oh yeah, you got plenty of key points. Got all the key points in the world.
I got key points. I'm just. Oh, that's a hit. Okay. Boop. That's some damage. Concentration works. Okay.
What's he concentrating on?
That bounced so much. Oh, that was so scary. It went to 1 to 20 to 2 to. I was like, oh god. Okay.
That's hit number 2. I don't know what he's concentrating. I don't know what he's concentrating on.
Oh, he needed poison. Poison. Yeah. Let's see if he takes poison.
No.
No. All right. Oh, I could have been doing stunning strike this whole time.
I mean, you still can on my last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
That was close.
Yeah. I'm gonna do flurry of blows. Blows.
Oh, fucking
Hell
crit.
yeah!
And ba-da-ba. I don't know what the fuck you're concentrating on, Dragon. Okay.
But
Stunning strike.
I think it's the fear, but I don't remember that being a spell.
Holy shit!
Oh, it was a spell. Ooh.
How much? So I need him to roll a
What's your-
7. No, I need him to roll a 6.
What's your DC? Oh, 16?
I think so. I think that's what it is. That's what it says it is.
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. Oh, still a hit.
Yep, you get the hit. You get the a little bit of damage. Yeah, I don't know what he's. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's right. It is the fear. He did cast a fierce.
Oh God. Okay.
Fuck me.
Fuck it.
Wow.
He has really strong constitution, so like you just see like pa and all the weak spots that were working at one point, and like nothing's happening. He's still moving.
He's grimacing.
He's grimacing because of the pain, but like is not resisting anything. It's not working. So Nyx is just standing there like, and we're gonna move on.
And you're gonna what?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. I want to give space, so I'm actually gonna try to like go to this side.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you've got plenty of movement, right?
Yeah, I only use 10, I think.
Oh, and Harshnag gets to friggin' do something, assuming you fuck off again.
Oh yeah, we'll find out. That's the end of my turn. So punch. Fuck.
Okay. So he's focused on Vark. You drop the wall of force and you come running out, pow, 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 and it kind of hits. He's still facing Vark, so he's kind of like, ow, it's fun. And he turns around and he sees you, and then you run around to find, and then you see him look at all of you with just this evil grin. And as your turn ends,
no,
he disappears.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
The legendary monster bamfs out. Ma'am, it is your turn.
That's pretty annoying.
I'll say he was pretty scared of that. He was pretty scared of that bug for a second. That was he was very scared of that. Anyway.
Scared of the what?
Scared of the stunning strikes.
Oh.
Like that. That was the plan I assumed you were going to use all week. I worried all week that he was going to get stunned, and that was going to be that.
Sorry. So my is supposed to be wisdom plus what?
I believe it's 8 plus wisdom plus proficiency.
Yep.
My proficiency is what?
5, 8. So 8 plus 16. Yeah, it would have been a DC 16.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it said. Is that what it?
Yeah, 16. God, I need to get my wisdom up. Lord have mercy.
I think I am going to use my action to drink a potion of greater healing.
All right. So it's was that full? Was it 20?
20, yes. Do I have to be targeting myself for that?
Yes. Yep. Yep. You have it as a.
Nope, don't target Swazos. Sorry, Swazos, this is for me.
That's fine. I got 15 temporary hit points.
There we go. That feels better. Let's make sure I get that out of my inventory. All right, so I am completely out of healing potions. And do I want to cast that now? Seems like no. So I'm just going to try and create some distance between all of us. I've got my blade song. You know what? I'll get big. I'll cast. I'll use my giant smite as a bonus action.
Okay. Excellent. And... Do you want to be there, or do you want to be there?
It doesn't really matter. I was gonna kind of move. Just kind of. I just don't want us all to be grouped up too bad. And I'll just kind of hang out there.
Anything else? That was action, bonus action, a little bit of movement. That's
Yeah,
it for you?
that's my turn.
All right. So it is Mr. Vark's turn. Is he gonna do what he's done before? Is he gonna punch the ground and then hold his action to trigger a rune?
That's what I thought he was doing before.
I think with us not being under the wall of force anymore, I think that we would abandon that plan. That's what
Yeah.
I agree.
Does he have a potion on him?
Excellent question. Let's see what he's got.
He would have to hit the ground with his action and then
No, because he can make an attack as a bonus action, right?
Only if
with
he
frenzy.
Or does he need to take the attack action? Oh, we know we determined that last time that
I think it's just because he has the frenzied rage, right?
But we need to be ready because when he comes out of that frenzied rage, he's going to be one level of exhaustion. Depending on how many rounds we go.
okay. Yeah, so a bonus action punch and then hold his action for
if
when Ebondeath shows up.
So he doesn't have a potion on him?
He does not.
What do we have for potions on us, like for the whole party?
I think it's on me. Let me look at my inventory. I think I ended up carrying most of them.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who needs the most of them.
Yeah, I see
I have-
5 potion of greater healings. Zwazos has 1. Nyx has 3. Mam has 1.
I don't believe that I do
I
have.
have 2.
Yeah, no, I just took my potion of greater healing out of my.
Oh,
Mine are at 0.
I have 2 potions of greater healing and 2 potions of healing.
Interesting.
Oh, there is a potion of greater healing, but it didn't stack. It's like all the way down at the bottom for me. So yeah, I do have 3.
Can
I need
Bart
to-
go over to Nyx? And
It would take an action for him to like rummage around in their pack to get it out.
I was hoping it'd be an item interaction, but
For Nyx it is, but
Ah.
he doesn't know where it is, so he'd have to look.
yeah, it's not like on him. That makes sense.
Right, yeah, it's not like on a belt pouch or whatever.
Would you allow the pulling out of and the handing off of to be an item interaction, or would you need 2 things for that, Nick?
I mean, Nyx can use an item interaction to just pull it out, and then they just hold it in their hand, and then he could.
Yeah, I meant to, before my turn ended, to be like, have it in my hand, but then I didn't know what Vark wanted to do, so.
Right. Yeah, so bonus action, punch the ground.
Yeah. and-
Action, hold and attack.
Yeah, and I'll just make sure to hold out a potion, if I can, at the end of my turn. Whoever wants to come
Nick.
up and grab it.
Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but Vark can choose to expel a charge from Hordebreaker on the hit of the attack.
His might be different. I think he has to choose when he makes his attack. Let me see.
So I was just wondering, because if that's an option, then depending on where Ebondeath friggin' shows up.
Yeah, no, his he can't choose when he hits. His is while attuned to it, you can expend 1 charge and make a melee weapon attack.
Yeah.
So he has to choose before he makes the. So I mean, he could use a charge, but if it misses, the charge is wasted.
Yeah.
But that's
Exactly.
always
Or
that's
if
always
it
true.
doesn't come within range.
And plus, like his thing is an area of effect, so he would, ostensibly where you are right now, he would do damage to Zwazos and.
It's only
Archman.
15 feet, right?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
15 feet. It's 15 feet wide. It's 30 feet long.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. Right. Never mind.
So regular attack.
Yeah.
Hold a bonus action, punch the ground, and he'll hold his attack in case dude shows up within attack range. All right. Harshnag. So he's gonna. Oh, you know what? He's scared. He's still scared. He and Zwazos, you're still frightened, but he's not within sight. I mean, the source of your fear is not within sight, so he can really just kind of do whatever he wants, I guess, at this point.
But he can prepare. If he prepares the action while he's still scared, does that still impose disadvantage on it, assuming he succeeds
Yeah.
with wisdom save?
Yeah, because when he's attacking, it's in sight. Like, that's why he's attacking us, because now it's in sight.
But he would get a save at the end of his turn. Yes?
Yeah, he'll get a save here. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully he'll he's gonna try to stay flanked with Vark here. And he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna hold his ATC. Yep. But he doesn't have that torch anymore. With the stuff. He's gonna get rid of that.
We love you, Hashtag. Thank you for being here to absorb damage for us.
What is going on with them? Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Weird. All right, there we go. All right. So he's going to stay right there. He's going to hold his action to attack. And he's going to get another chance here. Oops, oops, oops. Right. that the one? Sorry, it takes me a second to find all this stuff.
Well, you got so many creatures to manage, so.
Yep. No, he's still afeared.
God damn it.
Okay. Zvazos.
Fuck you, Ebondeath. Okay, so Zvazos is going to. Okay, so guys, do we want me to drop Bless so that I can at least be preparing something for when Ebondeath shows up? Or do we want me to keep Bless going?
What would you prepare?
I mean, given the fact that I would risk expelling a slot, I'd prepare Eldritch Blast because I got a grand total of 5 spell slots left.
Mm-hmm.
I have a first, a third, a sixth, and 2 seconds. So like I wouldn't dare try and prepare a spell that. I mean, Ebondeath will show up before my next turn.
Right.
I was thinking about. Well, first of all, I was thinking about asking Nick if he would allow me to use my hero point to cast a 4th level spell with a 3rd level slot.
Yes, I would allow that.
Okay, then in that case, I'd prepare a Ralphim Psychic Lance.
Okay.
And I would prepare it heightened. Also, I'd cash in 3 sorcery points to prepare it as heightened.
Okay. What does heightened do?
It imposes disadvantage on the saving throw.
Ooh.
That's why it costs 3 sorcery points.
All right. Do you want to move at all? Is that where you want to be? You want to stay right there?
I think I mean, I think I do kind of want to separate myself. I mean, if for no other reason than to spread out targets. And also, I'm really kind of hoping that he'll target me with a spell.
Does using the rod require your reaction?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Thank you so much, Justin. So good to have you here to ruin my plans.
Well, I mean, does that...
Shit.
I mean, you could also consider, do you want to keep Bless and keep your reaction in case that happens, but you don't know whether or not.
I mean, he seems pretty focused on Bart anyway. And we got to do something. And I think
Yeah.
Psychic Glance is our best bet.
Yeah.
It's an intelligence save. You know, thanks to empowered spell or heightened spell, it'd be a straight roll. So, and then he'd be incapacitated till the end of my next turn. So I'd at least get a turn where I could fuck him up the way I want.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm gonna do that. So then,
Although I think he still has a legendary resistance.
fuck, that's right. So then,
I'm fairly certain we only...
yeah,
Burn
you're
through
right.
2.
We have only burned 2. So hear me out on this. I could do Tasha's Mind Whip instead, which still it would still hamper him on a failed intelligence save. The target on its next turn must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the 3. And it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. So I don't know what that would do to legendary actions. That'd be up to Nick to decide. But it's something, and we could eat up his legendary action with, hopefully, his legendary resistance with that, and then I could target him with Psychic Glance later.
I think that's fine.
Nick, no, never mind. Okay, well, I'll do that then. And in that case, I won't use the 3 sorcery points for heightened. I'll save that for later.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't go, then hopefully we can eat up hopefully Nyx can eat up his last legendary resistance with a stunning strike. And then on my next turn.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Knock on wood.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give yourself those 3 sorcery points back, and I'll remove those heightened spells from your person here.
Okay. And then I'll wait until I actually go before I take off the slot.
Yeah. No, because you're holding the spell.
So I'll take off the slot now?
You take off the slot now, because if it doesn't happen, the spell's still wasted.
Right. So I'll make sure not to cast it with the star button.
Yes, good call. Yeah, so that's fine. If you want to wait till you cast and then if for whatever reason it doesn't happen, we'll just take off the slot manually. That way you can use the nice feature. And you didn't use your inspiration because you're not using the extra spell slot.
Nope.
Okay, so you still have your hero inspiration. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
I mean, yeah, I don't have a potion on me or anything, so fuck, I hate it so much. It sucks so bad. Yes.
Right, it is the end of your turn.
Oh, that's right.
And you are no longer afeared.
Yay, I win! Oh, that's right, because I dropped less. Thank God.
Okay. So, this is going to be fun.
Oh boy.
All right. So, Zwazos, your turn ends. And as your turn ends, you see Fuckhole jump back into existence here. So, Harshnag, Vark, and Zwazos all have readied actions, correct? Anyone else? I know Nyx used their action. Oh, ma'am, that's right. You used your action to quaff a potion. So,
Yep.
Harshnag and Vark and Zwazos. So this all happens at the same time. So you can all make your attacks. What I mean by that is if Zwazos, if your spell has any effects, it wouldn't be in place for their attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to. Wait, what was that? What's happening?
I don't know. I think maybe
you had yourself targeted as well.
Oh, I did?
You did. Yep. Okay. Hang on. So Tasha's mind whip. Where is it? Where are you, Tasha?
Yeah, I just untargeted myself before damage.
No, because you didn't. Because you took the damage, it just came off of your temp hit points. That's why it says absorbed.
Oh, I see. Because I hit the star thing, it did damage for me automatically.
Yep, automatically. Okay. So where is Tasha's mind whip? What is that? That's a level 2. Okay. On a failed save, he takes damage. Okay. So he is going to choose to succeed.
Yes.
And
so Nick, I'm so sorry. Oh God, guys, I'm so sorry. It's just that I think that maybe the heightened spell was still in place because oh wait, was that me? I was rolling a regular roll. It was my regular roll I saw. Yeah.
There's no disadvantage. That was straight. Okay. So we're going to clear these.
What's the save for Psychic Lance?
19.
No, I mean, what's the... That bodes well.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So he's going to have a straight roll because he's scared, but he's also flanking. Nope, that was with disadvantage. Or is he attacking somebody else? Attack, disadvantage. Okay, so let's advantage. Try that again. And he's... Oops. I think that's a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Smack him.
Get him,
butt good.
Harshnag.
There we go. All right, come here, Harshy. All right, get some damage on there. Oh, okay. That's some good. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Fuck
So
you,
fuck-
Ebondeath. Fuck you, Ebondeath.
How does he fucking roll? Oh my god. Well, that's a 20.
I know, right?
Burn it.
He
Oh,
maintained.
jeez.
Yeah, we really needed to roll at 4 on one of your attacks, Eliza. He rolled a 4 against my 12 psychic damage. Which
I mean, yeah, but we really need him to roll that on yours too, because now he's.
yeah.
Hit. Some damage.
Hell yeah, he's heavy.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's all 3 attacks. All right, and now
And now we
So
can't take
now-
reactions.
you see.
He,
So you see this.
right?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He passed the save. He chose to pass the save.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Fuck.
Right.
So now, as he pops into existence, you see the storm up ahead really start to roil in its 3rd round of existence. And you see. So shit. This is kind of a big. What happens? What happens on round 3? Okay, so there is a loud
God.
peal of thunder. So does that work? No. Okay, so do. Is it okay? A loud peal of thunder. Oof. Oh, okay. Everybody except Swazos. Swazos is going to take a little thunder damage. And then you see more of the clouds open up and this kind of awful, nasty, greenish liquid starts falling from the sky. And everybody's going to take a little bit of ass. Oops. I guess only Zwazos took that, so everybody else is going to take a little acid damage. This acid rain falls from the clouds. Okay, so, ma'am, Archie, you. Yeah, you're fine.
Fuck you, Ebondeath.
Okay, everyone takes that. And then you see a little bit of flashing lights in the clouds before lightning rains down out of the cloud onto everybody.
I'm gonna use my no, I don't have good decks, so I'm not gonna use inspiration for that.
Okay.
No, I
Here
am.
comes-
I am. I am.
Is it Dex? Is it Dex? Because I have evasion.
It is a deck save.
Also,
Oh, you didn't get that, did you, Zwazos?
no, I was gonna say, was that on purpose? And also Vark
No.
too, but Vark should get advantage.
Vark saved.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that feels good. That
What did you roll?
A 19.
Okay, that's good. Yep, that passes. Okay,
I'm
so
not seeing half of the stuff. It's weird. But okay, go ahead.
I have to give that to you as well. Okay, so you pass. All right. Now I believe this. Shoot. So, ma'am, this says you failed, but I'll reduce this down after.
okay.
All right. It only targeted Zwazos. Okay. All right. So,
I mean, 13. That's not so bad. Fuck. That was a lot of shadowy dice
yeah.
to only
Okay.
roll 13.
Well, it's right. So 18 damage for half. So ma'am's gonna take 18. Okay. Vark is going to take 18. 50. Vark drops.
No.
Vark is going to take. He's going to take the full 36
Why?
because he didn't pass his save.
I thought you said he did save.
I'm sorry, Harshnag. Not
Oh.
Vark. Harshnag.
Okay.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Nyx doesn't take any damage because Nyx is Nyx. And then full 36 damage for. So that would be. All right. So you took damage. Okay, so everybody got their damage.
I'm gonna. Can I absorb elements that to gain resistance and have it
Yep.
even further?
Yep.
All right.
So you would get 9 health back on that, and you can do a little bit of lightning damage on your next attack, right?
Yes, if I manage to hit.
Okay. All right, that was round 3. So the storm is still whipping and raging and all that, and Ebondeath just took some major damage. He's really not happy. He's extremely not happy. He doesn't like that at all. He sees what's going on here. He's going to look around a little bit, and he looks really unhappy.
No, dude, no.
Yep, he is. He's you little traitors, and he's going to look all his fury and anger down at Nyx. And
Oh,
go
you
to
bitch. Oh, you bitch.
You're a little bitch, Ebondeath.
I think. Let's see. He's not gonna. Oh, is he?
Where does Vassos go? Uh-oh. I lost Vassos on my map. Oh, he's up there. Never mind. I got it. I freaked out. I was like,
You know what? He's kind of an asshole. He's going to do this. He's totally going to do this. He looks down at Nyx and he turns gaseous, and you see his gaseous body try to rush itself into Nyx's nose and mouth.
Oh hell
oh
no!
god, fuck you, no. Fuck you,
Fuck
no. How do I
you.
not do
No.
this? Hang on. Is possession a charm effect?
Ooh, is it?
I believe it is. Are you? Let me see.
Yeah, stillness of mind or whatever, right?
Let me see. See whether must succeed on be possessed. The understand target's incapacitated, lose control, doesn't deprive. Target can't be immune to that stuff. Otherwise, doesn't gain access. Position lasts until it drops to 0. Down. Possession. It doesn't say anything about.
It's not a charm.
Possession charm effect.
Because I have stillness of mind, which means it's after it takes effect, but I can.
Correct. Yeah.
But
Charm does its own condition. Now, most of the things that do that, they say specifically within the spell.
that's charm.
That creatures who are immune to the charmed effect, this has no effect on. This doesn't say anything about that.
So I'm just
not
okay.
a charm
All right.
Yep.
All right, Nyx. Hold on to your
Are you ready?
brain.
Are you ready?
I mean, partially, but sure. I'm never ready to be possessed. Are you kidding me? But all right, here we go.
Yes!
Oh yeah!
Oh my god. Oh,
Fuck you,
my
Ebondeath.
God.
Wait a minute.
So, like,
+7?
I know.
That's
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
right. You're a monk.
I'm a monk. Yeah.
I thought it was later that monks. I know that at some point in time they get a feature where they get proficiency in all saving throws.
Yeah, they
These
have it.
monks are fucking insane.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
had
Diamond
a.
Soul or something. Yep.
I think
Diamond
so,
Soul,
yeah.
14th level.
Yep.
Just got it.
I just
All right.
got it.
So So he tries to possess you, and you're just like, get the fuck out. You're kind of doing this. You're like,
Yeah, I do the whole thing like the the cat that like repetitively sneezes like and like I start to sneezing him out of my body.
That's awesome. So he tries that, and then he solidifies again, and he just kind of looks, and you can see like he is just angry. He is so mad. He didn't think it was going to go. He thought he was going to beat the snot out of you little turds. And he's just kind of looking. He's like, oh.
And then he went and he fucked around and found out that we're the friggin' folk band.
Yep. So he is. Let's see. Is he gonna? Oh no, he can't do that. No, he wants to, but he's not gonna. He knows better. He knows what will happen if he tries that bullshit. All right, so he's. You see him in a very quicker than a normal action kind of way. Boop. He boofs. He bamfs out of existence.
I'm just wondering if he'll come back.
All right, Nix. It is Nix's turn.
It is Nyx's turn, and beside Nyx is poor Vark over here. So Nyx is gonna go over, and it uses their action, but I am going to.
Wait, I'm sorry. Vark has the thing where he drops to 1 hit point instead.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's right. That was the whole reason he was cool about that. So Vark did not drop to 0. He dropped to 1. And he is not. Yeah. So he drops to 1 hit point instead. So you don't have to. Well, I mean, he's got 1 hit point. So there's that.
I am going to take my. I'm going to use my item interaction then, and move 1 block closer to him.
Very good.
And hold out the greater. Is it greater?
Gonna hold out a great.
Actually, yeah. I think I have
the weird one at the bottom.
Yeah, no, I have 3
zero, I
potions
see.
of greater healing.
Okay.
So I'll just hold out a potion of greater healing to
Okay.
him.
Okay. And we'll drop that to 2 when he grabs it from you.
Okay.
All right. So that's just your item interaction. Yeah. So that's 5 feet of movement and an item interaction.
Yeah, I don't know if I can hold my action while holding out an item.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. If you're using your cat sword, then you're fine. You just because it's a one-handed weapon, your other hand can hold the potion.
Yeah.
Could I maybe suggest that Nyx just give him the potion?
Yeah, that's him.
Because he
is fucked.
He could use his reaction to prepare, or his action to prepare, and then bonus action to attack the ground. Whereas Nyx seemingly doesn't have something to do with their bonus action right now, unless you had a plan for it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, but then wouldn't we want him to use the full? I should use my action then.
If he uses his full action, then he can't hold an attack.
Right, me. Like, if I use my... Oh, wait. Yeah.
Right, if you use your full action, you can't hold an attack.
I could administer... Hang on, let me just make sure. Clear target.
You can only hold 1 attack, so 1 attack from Vark is worth more than 1 attack from Nyx.
But Nyx can stunning strike.
Oh, never mind. Shutting up. Thank you. This is why I have you to point out.
Right? Can Nyx stunning strike on any attack, or does it have to be on their turn?
Yeah, it's on an attack you get, right?
Yeah. Any attack you hit, you can T-point it. Yep.
I will use a potion of greater health, but I'm going to use it as a bonus action to administer it to Vark. I'm just like, open up your mouth! And then... Oh,
nice! Oh, man.
Good.
Wow!
That's fantastic.
All right. So I don't know how many healing points that gave,
you use your bonus action and basically throw the potion at him. He just catches the whole thing in his mouth and just chews it up, glass
There's
and all.
just like 1 drop that like dribbles down. All right, I have to make sure to go into my inventory. Hang on.
Yep. Yeah, drop that down to 2.
2. 1 second. Potion of greater, and we're gonna just drop that down to 2. Okay. All right. So that was fucking awesome. All right, and then I'm just gonna move back to my spot. So like I walk up to him, go open your mouth, just and then go back to my spot, clear my targets, and then I'm gonna hold a melee cat sword. Why not? To for when Ebondeath pops back up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right,
That's my
man.
turn.
Man's up next.
I think. I mean, he popped up in the same spot last time, so I'm actually just gonna move back over here. And I think yeah, I'm gonna
Oh, I see what I did. Sorry. When I dropped Vark down to 1 hit point, I accidentally dropped him down to 1 wound.
Oh,
So that potion just put him at max health. That's not correct.
No, he would be at 20
So he was at
hit
1.
points.
Yes, he would have 20 hit points. Okay, there he is. All right, now he's right. I saw him suddenly without any wounds on him, and I got distracted. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I am going to just ready an action with my hammer, and call it good.
All right. It's Vark's turn. Rinse, repeat. He's going to punch the ground, and then he's going to ready his hammer for the little bitch to show up. Right. Harshnag. He's going to do the same thing, only he doesn't have to punch the ground. But he is going to get a new save. Oh, he's not scared anymore.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woot woot. So take that off. All right, Zwazos, top of the round. Anybody want to do any strategy?
Well,
Rinse, repeat. If he shows up, punch him.
I was going to ask you about this. Where would you stand? No, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm remembering. I was going to ask if I could use it as a workaround as the whole 2-leveled spells in a turn if one of them is prepared and on like an action on later on, if not like on my turn. But I'd still have to do the casting on my turn.
Yeah. I mean, you can cast as many level spells as you can on your turn. It's just you can't do that if you cast a spell with a bonus action. That's the only. That's what the rule is if you cast a spell with a bonus action, you can't cast another leveled spell on your turn except for a cantrip.
Oh,
there is no rule preventing you from casting 2 leveled spells in a turn.
Right, which is why you can action surge and cast 2 spells.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
It's just a bonus action spell. So if you cast a bonus action spell, then.
But I think what you're saying, Michael, is I believe you're correct that even using ready, you're still
you're still going through the action of casting the spell and holding it.
Yes. So you did cast a spell on your turn when you hold an action.
In that case, I'm gonna prepare the heightened casting of Ralph's Psychic Lance.
Right.
And I'll click off my inspiration.
Okay.
So Nick, with your permission, I'm just going to go ahead and unclick a 3rd level slot and then unclick a 4th level slot so that the function button will work without barking at us.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Or actually, I'm sorry, Nick. Never mind. I apologize. I am going to save my inspiration, and I don't have anything else to do with it, so I'm going to cast it at a motherfucking 6th level.
Woo! Okay.
All right.
Because I have a 6th level slot, and I was going to do Mental Prison, but then I realized that if the creature is immune to being charmed, it doesn't work. And I can only assume that a legendary creature like a fucking blue Dracolich isn't so easily charmed.
Not blue.
So then,
All right. Okay, so is that? Do you want to move at all? Are you okay where you are? This
uh,
whipping winds and raging storm above you.
is there a place that looks like I'd be safer from the storm than others?
Not.
Not
Do you
with
want?
that.
Would you like to do a perception check
Would that
as
use
your
my
action?
action? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're not sure.
All right. I mean, I guess I will kind of move over here as best I can. I only need to be able to see him. Actually, I don't even need to be able to see him. I just need to know his name, which I do.
Okay. And what's the range on that spell?
120.
Okay.
I think. I could double check. Yeah, 120.
All right. All right. So as Wazos' turn ends, you see the storm up above start to swirl and react,
No.
and a big peal of thunder goes off. All right. A couple people are going to take a little bit of damage. Get you and you back on here. And then you see this nasty rain start falling. And you're all going to take a little bit of acid damage. And then you see lights flickering. And lightning bolts rain down from the sky.
Whew.
Nick, is that a save for me?
That is a save, yes. Does anyone want to use inspiration?
Well,
Does Vark?
Vark should have advantage on it already because it's a dexterity save, right?
Oh, did he? Does he get? No, it's strength saves that he gets advantage on.
But no, he gets advantage on dexterity saves against effects that he can see as a second level barbarian feature. Primal awareness or something like that.
Oh,
I think it's
danger
danger
sense.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, why is that not always on him? Okay. All right, so he's going to roll anyway. So he's going to re-roll that. Oops. No, he's gonna singularly re-roll that. No. I see the effect. Okay, yes. So he
Yay.
So he will take half damage, but he doesn't have to. So it's a question for Zwazos. Do you want to re-roll?
Why
with
would
your
I?
hero point? Because
I
you
mean-
failed your save.
I thought you said it was a success.
No, you
Then
can see the X on your character.
Can?
Or maybe you can't. Maybe only I see that because I rolled it. Okay.
I
Yeah,
see
but-
nothing. Then
okay.
yes,
Yeah.
I would like to.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a dex save.
Fuck you.
No, that is not going to do it. Okay. All right. So here comes the damage, and Vark will take half of this.
Fuck.
Oof. Oh, that's big.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
think that matters. What's the damage? 36, 18. It wouldn't have mattered. He still drops. Wait, no. He had 20 health. No, because he took acid. Yeah. Yeah, he falls. Oh, and Zwazos falls too. Okay.
Well,
Okay. Oh, and he's good. Nyx, it's your turn.
Like, fuck, it's my turn. Jesus Christ. So we just see the acid come in. How did we turn it off before? How did we turn the fucking thing off before?
We didn't.
Wait, he's
No,
gone. Wait. He should
Wait,
have
what?
had a turn.
He did.
He punched the ground and prepared.
No, Ebondeath.
Ebondeath did have a turn.
And we didn't see it.
Correct.
I think the little bitch ran.
Fucking bitch.
Well, I don't know how we fought him last time. We were in the ethereal, weren't
Why
we?
did I move so far away?
I don't know. I don't know why you went.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Deep breath. Everything's fine. All right. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna select work. I'm a bonus action. Dump. A 0 is 0, right? If he's negative.
He'll never be negative. He's just 0.
A 0. Okay. All
Yep.
right. So I'm just gonna give him.
Yeah, just 1 hit point brings him back.
Then I'm just gonna give him this for right now.
Okay.
And that's pretty
Yep.
good.
You see his eyes open, and he's like, "Oh, that fucking hurt."
Yeah, that's gonna keep hurting, buddy. You need to get up. And then I'm gonna untarget. And then where the fuck did Zwazos go? Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that you all the way up there? Yes, it
Yes.
is. You fucker. Sorry. Okay, hang on. How far are you? Oh, I can use feline agility, right? Because I haven't moved for several. Like, I've
Well,
been there, right?
you did move last because you moved 5 feet to give Vark a potion, and then you moved another 5 feet.
I thought she decided just to hold it out because Vark didn't go down.
No,
But doesn't
No.
it just
no.
it regenerates when you don't
They
move,
administer.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. When's the last time? Because I think I stayed in place
Yeah, because she didn't
in
have
the
to administer
bubble.
because Vark only went to 1 instead
Yeah.
Going
Oh,
down.
You
that's
stayed in place
right.
inside
So
the
you
bubble.
didn't have to move. That's right. You did not
Right,
administer the
so
potion. You didn't have to move. That's right. We retcon that. So
Yeah.
yes, so you have your feline
Okay.
agility in place. Yeah.
okay. So as long as I as long as it regenerates and I haven't used it, so yeah, I'm gonna get to Zwazos. You bastard. All right. Targeting Zwazos. Yes. 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 Use a potion of healing, just regular healing, and then I'll use my action to administer that.
Yay!
All right, yep, everybody good now? Everybody. So, like, this whole sequence, it's like, shit, fuck. And then, like, Nyx is, like, looking across to Mam going, wait, Ebondeath didn't show up, did he?
No! The little bitch ran! We gotta get out of here!
And I shove a potion into Bark's mouth. And so when she goes, that hurt, I'm like, yeah, get up, buddy. And then I'm like, booking it over like Roadrunner dirt spinning under his feet. And then just like grabs Dwazos, shove the bottle, and just like drink. And that's my turn where I end up like kneeling with Zwazos. Oh, Lord have mercy.
And
All right, that's your turn.
Nick, I can only assume that going unconscious while holding that spell cost me my spell slot.
Oh, you readied it, so it cost it anyway.
Yep.
Yep. So you cast it on your turn. You were just holding the effect.
Right. So yeah, so I click that off.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Do you have? So that was 85 total movement. Do you have any more movement? Do you want to do anything?
25 left, right?
For no reason at all, I'll just quickly mention, in case anybody cares, that where were they? Hang on. Nope. Sorry, that's not what I want to do. Stop. Just because I will mention that right here and right here are the dead bodies of those bone monsters. Just in case anybody cares for any particular reason. Okay, it's Mam's turn. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, what?
So
I think we need to get out of this storm.
yes.
We can come back and deal with the bodies of the bone monsters after, but I think at the very least, I'm wondering if we just get out of the chamber, like into one of the side rooms.
Okay. Because
Because that is we
well,
can get to.
I'm a little
Sorry, go ahead.
worried that Vark and I are going to go down again at the beginning of the next round when the storm goes off again. Plus, who knows what the fuck Ebondeath's going to do? I don't know if we can get to safety quickly enough. Unless we can hide underneath. I know that there wasn't anything within range of where I was when I asked, but I don't know if we can hide under one of the statues.
I can thunderstep myself and Vark. Teleport yourself. Yeah, I could teleport myself and Vark 90 feet, which I think would get, if we went towards the southern door, I think that would get us close enough that Vark could dash on his turn.
Yeah, 90 feet is good.
Well, let's see if I if I could get us down there, and then that's just another. It'd be close, but I think Vark could just make it.
Well, do we even know, Nick? Do we have any indication as to whether or not the storm reaches into the other chambers off to the sides of this room?
You don't know. I mean, you can see the giant storm up above you, but I mean, you can't see through walls to see if it's raging in the other rooms.
Are the doors not open?
And the doors are open a crack, but you can't see the ceiling through the doors.
I mean, that's all I got. Like, there's nothing I could. There's no way I could imagine getting myself and Vark anywhere else.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna have to at least eat the storm one more time, because the most I can move is 100 feet, and that can just get me a little bit less than the arrow that I pointed. So.
I think that's the best option.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to get, like you said, we've got to get out of the storm. As much as I hate the idea of splitting us up too, but like,
I mean, would it make any? Is there?
We can't both get to the same place, especially with Nyx having used up feline agility.
Yeah. What's Vark's speed?
I think he's got fairly good speed. 30 at least. 35.
You know what? I think
he's got 35.
Okay. So with a dash, he can go 70. No. Yeah, we can't quite make it to the northern.
So Nick, I know that I couldn't get to anywhere from where I was when I asked you, but is there any kind of refuge like under the statues? Is there any place we could get to where we could avoid the effects of the storm for a round?
You don't know that. I will also point out that both Zwazos and Bark are prone from having been knocked unconscious.
Fuck me
Wow.
twice on 2 fucking Tuesdays with a fucking spoon. You're making my neck hurt.
Sorry.
I don't suppose you'd let me teleport Vark into a standing position if I thunderstep with him.
I was just thinking that. So he would be he'd be in the same position coming out of it. But I did actually wonder if you were going to do that. So here's what I'll say. If you want to teleport to a place that's 5 feet above the ground, I'll give him an athletics check to see if he lands on his feet.
Okay, I'll take that.
And it's 5 feet, so you guys aren't taking any damage, but it kind of gives him, an opportunity to maybe land on his feet.
I like that. Okay, so that'll be 15 feet of my movement to get to Vark. And then let's see what's going to be my best 90 feet. I think, yeah, definitely that way. That is where I'd like us to end up.
Okay.
And I don't remember am I able to, I think I've asked this before, am I able to determine what side of me he ends up on? Or is it like the same respective?
I think it's the same respective.
Okay.
Like where you are when you teleport is how you are.
That makes sense.
And let's see. Okay, that's fine. There's nobody within 10 feet. You're not going to hit Harshnag with anything. Okay.
And I'll shout to Harshnag, like, we gotta get out of here!
Oh shit! Harshnag! Do you know how to turn off the storm?
He's like, there's no turning it off once it's on. All right, so he needs an athletics check. He's got a +9. I'm going to say a 12. We're going to go DC 12. So,
is he still raging?
No, because he went unconscious.
Oh, never mind.
There it is, Vark.
He would have needed to roll a 1 or a 2, I think, with a +9. Good enough. All right, he's no longer prone.
So I use 15 feet. That means I have 25 left. So I'm going to actually action surge to. Am I able to get through the doors without any kind of action, or would that be like my item?
No, the doors are cracked. Yep.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna barrel through the doors using action surge to dash.
Okay.
Action surge, and I'm gonna. Well, I don't suppose me getting 25 feet closer before I decide to dash does anything to see through the doors, does it?
I would say you can see through the doors. What's the angle on that? I'll say you're close enough to see that there is no storm in that room.
All right, I'll shout back as much as I can over the storm that it looks clear outside this main chamber, and so I will dash to get through.
Okay. Yep, and you can see that there is no storm raging in there. But the lights are on. You can see there are lights coming from all the sconces.
Oh. And I think that will be it for me. I don't think I have much else to do. So.
All right. It's Mark's turn. I don't like running, but I'm gonna.
Do you see any dragon to hit?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He looks over at you. Fucking hate that bitch.
Yeah, what a bitch.
All right. Harshnag. He sees everyone running. He's like, oh, shit. What's, how far is it? He's not going to make it. Sure. But you had to use the stone club. Yeah, he can't shoot. All right. He's gonna run. All right. What's he got? 40. He's gonna be 20 feet away from the door. Yep, that's as far as he gets. And you see he's like covering his head. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Zwazos.
So Zwazos is going to. Nix, how are you? Oh, you're doing fine. All right, Zwazos is going.
Yeah. Nix, you go, how are you? And Nix just covers your beak and goes, get out of this room.
Okay, so with knowing that Zwazos, I don't think can survive another round of the storm with his 10 hit points. So I'm going to, as a bonus action on myself, cast a third level. Oh, actually, cast a third level healing word on myself. So clear targets, control target.
Hey, Michael.
Hi.
I've got a heating pad and your water bottle. Which
Thank you.
And such do you want?
4 and 2, please.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get as far the fuck away as I can.
So you're gonna stand up.
I'm going to stand up and use half my movement, which is...
Right. So now you've got 75 feet. So half your movement's 25. You've got another 75 feet.
So then I guess, and I got to go around the statue. So I guess I will go to there and I guess try and hunch up like in between the dragon, the giant's legs, like as much as possible in hopes that I'll maybe at least protect myself from the acid damage.
You can try. It's a valiant effort. And
What my character would do.
that's action, bonus action movement. Okay. All right. So as Zwazos' turn comes to a close, you see the storm doing the stormy thing. And we have 3 people still in the room here. I'm going to do this. Harshnag, you hear the peal of thunder go off. All right. Everyone saves except Nyx. Nyx is going to take a little bit, unless Nyx would like to use their inspiration. They're going to take a little bit.
I mean, I
thunder.
have evasion.
Yeah, this was a con save, so that won't affect this.
Oh, a con save. Oh, what the fuck did I do? I clicked something. I clicked something else.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think you clicked your staff.
Oopsie. I'm sorry. I don't know how to.
I'll take those off. Where are you?
Thank you. I don't know what the fuck I did. I tried to click into my chart, and then everything just was like, "This is damage," and "This is damage." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
No. No, I might regret saying that, but nope.
No, that's probably a good choice. This is this lesser of the damage. All right, and then you all are going to take a little bit, hopefully a little bit, of acid rain. 1, nice. 1 damage, and then you see lightning. You see lights in the sky. As you all try to, yeah, Harshnag doesn't even fucking move. Okay.
Oh, Harshnag.
The rest of you save. Sorry, Harshy boy. I think he's doing okay on health. I think. No, he's not.
Oh no. Oh no. He's standing?
He is standing. He is holy shitballs.
Yeah,
He is still
let's
standing.
go, Harshnag.
It's oh my god, everybody is yeah.
A red dot on my friend there.
Zwazos and Harshnag have the same amount of life left, and it is not a lot. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, let's see. That's gonna do it for that. Nyx, it is your turn.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's figure this shit out, shall we? So everybody's going to which door?
Whichever one you're closer to.
Well, Zwazos has to get to the nearest one, but Zwazos might ask, "Oh no, you don't have your feline agility anymore. Never mind. I was going to suggest that you go down with the others, so at least we have a communication."
Oh shit, that's
relay
not
open.
right. Hang on.
But-
hang on. I have 55? How much
Yes.
do I have? 55.
Yep. Your normal speed's 55. Yep.
Alright, and then I'll action dash. Another 55 plus 55 is 110. So I will go do. There we go. I don't know if I can like skirt around the edge of the statue there like that,
Well,
or if I.
Can you step on the wind?
That's using a key point. I don't have very many of them left.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I will
Oh yeah,
trust.
you're not going to die.
I'm not gonna die, but I
Hey.
want to be near the people that may
Looks like
may
you're-
need
you're
my help.
Okay. And that's your action, bonus action. That's your action and movement. Do you have any bonus action you want to do?
I can't. Well, I can,
Okay.
but it costs key points, and I don't want to
Okay.
do that. So I'm just gonna.
So
That's
it
where
for
I'm staying. Yep.
All right. Ma'am, you see the storm is still raging out there. It seems okay in here.
I mean, I guess ma'am is just like holding open the door, screaming for Harshnag to get inside. I'll kind of actually move just here so that Harshnag has space to get past me and
Oh,
Mark.
okay. Gotcha.
And just because I'm not doing anything else and I don't have anything else to do with it, I'm gonna ready an action to attack Ebondeath if he shows up.
There you go. That's a good idea. All right. I think Vark likes that idea. He sees you readying her, and he's like, "Yeah, if that fucking bitch shows up, I'm gonna smash him in the face." So he's
Yeah, it's
gonna
like one
ready-
hand on the door, like Harshnag, get in here, and another hand on the hammer.
Okay. And Harshnag is like, "Oh fuck, holy fuck!" You see, like he's got like burns down like half of his body from lightning bolts. He's just gonna kind of hide around. He's gonna take his extra action to dash and hide around the corner there.
It's an extra intense version of when it's just like a really bad rainstorm and you see somebody like coming into a store and like open the door for them and they like just rush in like, oh god. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Alright.
that's like way too accurate.
All
Oh.
right, Zwazos. Well, it's top of the round too. If you all want to do any
I mean,
tactics.
Zwazos might call us if there's any chance at all that Ma'am can hear him, through the storm and everything over the distance.
Yeah, at this point, I'd say probably not. You get the whole storm. You're on the other side of a door.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna Ebondeath myself out of here.
All right, and yeah, as you make it through the doors, you do see that the storm is not raging in that room.
See, the downside is that Nix and I have a way out from here.
All right, and that's Swazos' turn.
Right.
It's action, bonus action.
I mean, I don't have a bonus action.
That's action movement, right? No bonus action to do.
I mean, I guess I could heal myself a little bit more, but I don't see it being, 10, up to 10 hit points is not going to be the difference.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'll save the spell slot for.
All right. So as your turn ends, you see the storm come to life again. You hear the big boom of thunder. And only Nyx is underneath it.
Don't die, Nix.
They will fail the thunder save. Take a little bit of damage. Then you feel the rain fall on you. Just one more. And then the big one.
Evasion.
Target.
Evasion. Yay!
Success. Evasion. So you succeed. So I don't think you take any damage. So I'm just gonna roll it, but I don't think you take any of that 34 damage.
Nick, out of curiosity, how much is it?
How much is what?
The damage for the lightning.
10d6.
Fuck me.
It's a good amount. Right, and then let's see. Right. Nick, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. So I realized that both the people with the sending stones are together.
Yep.
So Nyx is actually gonna stay like in the doorway, like in this other room, but like with the doors open. If that can, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
With the doors open and keep an eye across as much as possible. If I just click on myself, hang on. If I click on myself, yeah, I can see across.
I'll say the whole place is lit up. The storm is raging, but it's not like sleeting or anything where you can't see. So like, I would say you can see each other through the doors. You can't hear each other.
Yeah.
Zwazos might suggest that the best thing that we can do at this point is get outside and hope that the druids and the rangers are still on the airship, and with the airship still there. If the druids are there, they can heal us up, and then we but we have a better shot at being able to help Vark and Mam just make their way out.
Yeah. So, like, from across the room, I start waving my paws. Just, like, waving my hands in the air, trying to get Mam's attention.
Mam would definitely be looking.
Yeah. I imagine Ma'am did not close the door when Harshnag came in. She would definitely be keeping an eye.
Okay, so, like, I wave to get Mam's attention, and then I'm, like, pointing like outside the door, like out towards like where we came in, and like trying to mimic as much as possible, like outside airship.
Just show him the stone. Just like show him the sending stone, as if to say, As if to say sending.
Oh yeah, sending.
or her. Go show her the sending. So because she can cast sending, assuming she has a spell slot left for it.
I did not. I actually forgot to check off my spell slot for Thunderstep. So I could cast it at a 4th level, but
I don't think we want to do that. So Zwazos is trying to help me, and I'm like, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. The ma'am used a lot of magic. You used a lot of magic. And so I show the sending stone, and then I point to Zwazos, and then I'm like, and then I'm making signals with my hands, like airship outside, running, like miming.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
you see. I think Ma'am just even through all this distance, Ma'am just gives a little nod that I think you get as just yep.
You see the universal hand signal for airship.
Yes.
Airplane or whatever we can. Yeah, airship.
I mean, so here's the thing: if Ebondeath did run off, realizing the mistake.
So we're still in kind of combat. So if you're metagaming here, we'll kind of skip over that a little bit.
Okay. I mean, I guess I was wondering how in game terms we would rationalize if we, the characters, are considering the idea that Ebondeath might have run away. Is it the kind of thing that we could theoretically do to start a short rest, just remain at the ready?
No, you don't short rest while remaining at the ready. Yeah, those are two different things.
Patching ourselves up about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking we just wait and see what the storm does, because I can't imagine it lasts forever.
Oh, so are we staying inside now? Because I was playing airship.
Ma'am is giving you, Ma'am trusts Nyx, so whatever, whether or not Ma'am understood what Nyx was saying, Ma'am is basically giving the Nyx the trust your judgment nod.
Oh, great! I mean, that's the best. Okay. That's the best we're gonna get with this kind of communication.
Yeah. All right. So, Nyx, you used 30 of your movement to get into that room. Is there any other bonus action you want to do on your turn?
I just stand in the door because I'm not sure. I saw the nod, but I'm not sure. So I am going to wait to see what Zwazos does.
Okay. Right.
And I'll follow Zwazos after.
Okay. So, ma'am, it is your 6 seconds of turn.
Yeah, ma'am. I really don't see why Ma'am would do anything other than just stay at the ready. She assumes that Ebondeath has bamfed out, but is just gonna stay here, keeping an eye on the room and readying an attack in case he shows up.
Okay. Let's see. Vark's going to do the same thing. Harshnag is feeling a little bit better here, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to do the same. He's going to move to the other side of the door here and just kind of ready his action. If she shows up, he's going to be ready. Okay. And Zwazos, you're up. So I haven't shared the other map, but if you want to go exploring, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, so Zwazos might say to Nyx, I think the best thing that we can do is, if for no other reason than to just to see what they're doing. We can't go into the room where the storm is still going, but we can go to the airship where we can potentially maybe get some help, maybe even bring the druids in if the storm goes away or something. But I think that's the only place we have to go.
I mean, if that's it.
Standing here, I don't see being productive. It's not even if Ebondeath shows back up and a fight breaks out. I can't go back out there without dying. I mean, I guess I could.
I get it.
I could go to the airship on my own, but
But that's not if they're out there, I'd never go alone. And Nyx is like going to quickly follow wherever you go.
All right. So are you heading deeper into that map, Zwazos?
yeah, I'm gonna head to the airship.
Do you want me to stay? Is that what Zwazos wants?
I don't see. I mean, even if Ebondeath does show up, I don't think you should stay, because if Ebondeath does show up, one of two things is going to happen. Either Ebondeath is going to show up down there with them where it's too far for you to help, or Ebondeath's going to show up here with just you. Like, at the very least, if you and I stay together, each of us has the capability of healing the other, at least twice more. So I think we should stay together, and I think the most reasonable place for us to head is to the airship, to the druids, where we could theoretically get help. Of course, there's just as much chance that we're going to find them all dead and the airship in cinders, or whatever a white dragon would leave it in. But it's the only place for us to go.
It's very true. Okay. I just don't like the fact that we're leaving them behind, but Nyx got the nod, so whenever Zwazos leaves, Nyx will follow.
Nick, would you be kind enough to allow Zwazos to in game time, it was 90 minutes ago when we did all this exploration of these tunnels and stuff?
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Oh, a couple hours. Yeah.
So, would you be kind enough to allow Zwazos to just remember which one of these chambers the tunnel's in and not waste movement looking for it? Do I at least remember what floor?
If you don't remember, Zwazos has been through some traumatic events.
That's true.
Nyx knows.
Okay. Nyx, do you know if it's on the first floor or the second floor? It's on the first floor specifically now. Never mind. So then I'm going to use my entire movement. Oh wait, my token's free.
Oh, I see.
I don't mean for that to happen.
Yeah, sorry. There you go. I think you're in that square. There you go.
Oh,
it's like one of the don't touch the.
Yeah, well, when
it's the one with the dugout path, and then we follow the path.
Yeah, I think it's the second one in.
Just look for the one that has just peek into, it's on the left side. I know it's on the left-hand side, and it has it's only a few doors in. I don't remember.
I got to be so zoomed out that I can't tell how far it is. Oh, that's 90. And just 10 more. Oh, wait. In the square.
I don't see any movement request for you. Oh, you disconnected.
It just kicked me out. That's like the 7th time it's done that today.
Wow.
I might be exaggerating, but it's at least the 4th. Yeah. But if you don't mind, Nick, if you just want to go ahead and just use my turns to navigate me through
it. I'll let you move your character where you want to.
Well, I was just thinking for the sake of everybody else's ability to play their turns, just waiting for me to click a movement.
Okay. Hang on. You're 110 feet?
100.
Aren't you 55?
No, I'm 50.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so you are 100. Okay. And you can see also that these rooms are now lit up as well. Now that Like there's
No.
sconces and they're all
Yeah.
providing light. So. Okay, so that is Mr. Swazos. So you all hear the sound of thunder and you see rain falling from the sky and stuff. You see flashes, but you don't see any lightning actually like touch down.
Interesting.
Okay. So you all hear the sound. You all hear like a crazy coming from what sounds like there we go. Okay. You hear the sound of a monstrous crash coming from like near the beginning, near like the entrance.
Oh.
Entrance of the chamber that the storm is in.
Oh.
Entrance of a temple.
Entrance of the temple.
Got it.
No. That's either really good or really bad.
And Nyx, it's your turn.
Fuck me.
God damn it. Okay. Yeah. So, I hear the crash, right? And
Yep.
I'm still at the door, but Swazos left. So Nyx is now frantically pointing, like jumping and pointing towards where we came in, like the entrance, the pathway and everything. And then Nyx is going to run into where Swazos went.
Okay.
Because Nyx knows what Swazos is trying to do to get out. So I have 110. So this is 110.
Okay.
So I literally run and catch up to Swazos, and I'm like, all right. I pointed towards the door for them to go, and there was a huge crash. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta.
Yes.
And it's on the left hand side, and like Nyx is starting to like look into the doors as they're running by to try to get us out of here faster. I feel like this was worse because like now we have to go through the tunnels in a round oriented way. Those tunnels were long.
All right. Ma'am, you just heard that crash as well.
Yes. Can I say, just so that I could have a little bit more than a 6-second conversation, that I've kind of been talking to Harshnag since we got in here?
Yeah, we could say, depending on. Yeah.
I think just like thinking about this space and thinking about ma'am, and seeing Harshnag like just know to turn on the lights, she's gonna ask him, "You know anything about this place? Are there any other ways out?"
And he just kind of he says, well, I think there was a small. I don't know where it goes, but I know there's a small tunnel that was dug out in one of the rooms up above.
Yeah, we found that. Nothing down here though.
No, not as far as I'm aware. And he kind of looks around and he's like, I don't know where those holes in the floor go, though.
Yeah, that's we saw the things that make them, but I'm kind of worried there might be more.
Oh, that's right. The Remoraz guard this temple.
Yeah, I saw a couple small ones. There's big ones though, right?
I know there's at least one temple guardian. You haven't seen that one? And you see him kind of like, he's getting a little like, you haven't seen that one yet?
No. So maybe we don't go through those holes. Anyway, and you see, ma'am, like, just kind of starts to think, and then there's that big crash, and I think everybody just looks at each other, and ma'am says, Snag, how'd you get past those big, boulders chained to the ceiling there?
And he goes, oh, shit. He's like, that might have been what that sound was. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But I don't think ma'am has anything else to do.
Okay.
Like you described the storm continuing, but like not touching down, almost like maybe it just didn't have like targets to hit.
That's a good assumption.
Yeah. I think maybe ma'am, like I feel like maybe that's ma'am's magical understanding. Could I make an Arcana check and try and understand if I maybe know what spell this is or have any idea how long it would last?
Yes, I will say you can. This would be your action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yes, let me throw you an Arcana check, and let me see. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I know the DC for this also.
Oh, cool.
All right.
All right. Come on, ma'am. Know some magic.
You can do it, ma'am. I believe in you.
Nice. The DC was 18.
All right.
The DC was twice the spell's level. So you do kind of recognize this as a known spell, although it's acting a little bit different than what you understand of the spell Storm of Vengeance. And so you do understand that this storm typically lasts for 1 minute, and it ramps up in devastation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's kind of that's kind of what I wanted to know. So, yeah, and I mean it's already been. I mean it's been a number of rounds.
4 or 5, 4 at least, maybe 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, so I mean, I think knowing that, ma'am knows that any time she's spent searching, it's honestly just going to be faster to wait until the storm's over, and she'll express that. She'll say, "We got to get out of here," but as far as I can tell, we got 30 seconds left of this, and I don't think we're finding another way out faster than that. Sorry to get you into all this, Harshnag.
He's looking a little beat up. He's like, it's okay. I needed to visit the Oracle myself. So.
Yeah, but
He's like, I thought maybe I would help a little bit, but I'm not sure how much help I've been.
I don't think that Ebondeath had this on their, vacation spots. I think it's us that he's after.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, well, better you than me, I guess.
I guess that's one way to take it.
We'll be ready next time. Oh, I'm not there.
All right. Okay, so we're going to we'll skip Harshnag and Vark. They're doing the same thing. They're like, okay, well, I think we'll just wait it out. I'm not going to do any exploring. We'll just, in case he bamps his way back in, we'll hold attacks here.
Well,
Zwazos, you and Nix are just heading for the tunnel, and then you're going to head out to the outside
and
world, right?
and with no way of knowing what Mam's figured out, like that's still
Yeah, you have no way of contacting each other. And on the next round, it's going to get even worse because there's going to be rain and gusts that make that whole area obscured, so you'll no longer be able to see each other through the door. But it sounds like you're on your way out anyway, so you won't even notice that happens. Okay. So, let's see.
I guess.
Well, it's top of the round. I'll let you all kind of talk, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And
I don't even know. I don't even know. Like the two people that have the fucking sending stones went off with each other, so that's not gonna fucking help. But it's gonna take a while for us to get out of here anyway. Excuse me. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Man, what a wild situation.
You're either trapped in the storm or waiting on the storm, or I mean, either way, Ebondeath still has like 30 seconds to a minute to get the fuck out. You know.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried that Ebondeath is also waiting out the storm, and that we're not done with her, and that's gonna really fucking suck.
I mean, we're not done with her.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not done
gonna
with
let
her now. Like, I'm worried we're not done with her now.
Like she's just gonna pop up.
Like, she's gonna pop back in and then come after us and try and kill us.
I mean, probably. I mean, she's really pissed off. I mean, rightly so. But she's really pissed off. You know. I don't think she'll let this go very willingly.
okay.
You all right?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just I should drink water, not inhale it.
Yeah.
I get that mixed up too sometimes.
Okay. Plan is still the same. Mam and company are holding tight, waiting for the storm to pass, and Nix and Zwazos are headed for the tunnel to try to get to the druids. Is that accurate? Yes. Okay. Is that sign language for yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I
Excellent. All
didn't
right.
see it, but yes, yes.
Okay.
It's a nodding sort of motion. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, with that in mind, I'm going to take us out of initiative order. And you can understand that to mean what it means. So, it's going to take a few minutes. So, it takes. So, go ahead.
Well, funny enough that you said that. I had actually kind of just decided to myself that I would use sending to communicate with Nixon
That's fine.
Zwazos on my next turn. I think understanding the situation and Mim would know that they were going for that tunnel, but would also know how goddamn long that tunnel was.
It was very long.
Yeah, I think this is I'm really down on spells here, but I'm gonna use it to send to Nyx and basically just say spells only gonna storm should only last about 30 more seconds. I don't know if going through the tunnel is worth it or something like along those lines.
Okay.
All
All right.
Nyx hears Mam's voice in their head and is just like, "When did you? Oh, you have sending. Oh shit, you're right. The tunnel is super long. Swanson, we should." And then it just cuts off. I forget how many words.
That's awesome. All right. Yep. So Nyx will grab Zwazos just as he starts flying towards the tunnel, and we'll pick up right here. For the sake of
ma'am kind of chuckle at Nixon's response.
for the sake of removing shoe leather, I'll say that you all make your ways back to the doors, and you watch as this storm just gets worse and worse. You just see that the rain comes down. You can't see more than maybe 10 feet into the room at this point. It's dark. It's swirling. There's all this wind flying around. The rain is going sideways at some point. And then, almost as quickly as it began, with one last burst of wind and thunder, you see it just kind of disperse. And you look around the room, and like nothing is where it used to be anymore. Everything is just like anything that was not a gigantic, everything that wasn't a gigantic statue is now just like hard to find. Like there's just random shit blown all across the room. Oh, and I will unlock tokens as well. You are free to move around. I assume you're heading back to the main room?
Yes.
Yes. I think ma'am wants to run.
Yes. Yeah. I think we all
she's
want to
gonna
get straight
say
to the entrance.
we have business. We should check on some things here, but I think most importantly is checking on out front. And she's gonna run that way.
Yeah, and Zwazos is gonna fly and just fly just as fast as his little beaten up, singed wings can carry him.
I don't have a map, but Nyx is gonna bolt with the rest of them.
You're on the other map now.
Yep. There you go. I just shared it, so you should have it.
There we go. All right, let me see when Nyx is. Nyx, darling, where did you go?
Yeah, so Zwazos, as you enter that hallway, ma'am, you as well, you can see immediately that right here there is a gigantic, just massive stone boulder blocking the entire entrance.
And is there by any chance any like thing coming from underneath it?
There's nothing. Like, I mean, you can't see.
Okay, well, I mean, no news is good. So not like an arm or a pool of blood.
No, it's just this giant stone that you knew was hanging is now no longer hanging, and it is blocking the entire.
Zwazos will let the others know that he's going to go up the other way and see if he can't. He's going to start going and then realize that he has zero chance of cranking that crank to lift the boulders back up. Or is it a crank or is it just a lever?
It's a lever.
Oh, cool.
It's not a crank.
Zwazos is going to fuck off. He's going to Ebondeath all the way up there. And
yep, you can see that this lever is now down.
Okay. So Zwazos is going to lift the lever. Is there any kind of crack in the wall?
So you can't.
Oh, I can't lift it?
You are unable to lift this lever.
Like, period.
Period. Yeah. You could not roll high enough. It's physically impossible for Zwazos to roll high enough to lift this lever.
Okay. I can't move the lever. I'm too hollow boned and dumb. And Zwazos feels personally very like he does not like failing in any step of being able to help people.
And Harshnag kind of shows up here and he's like, oh. He's like, that won't reset for at least a 10-day.
Well, shit.
So he just kind of steps up onto this ledge. Oh. And he's like, shit, did he trip? And he steps down, steps up. Did he trip both of them? Oh, no. It's only one boulder, but... And he kind of sits on the edge of this here. He's like, roll. You see him just like weirdly kind of just like look at his left wrist, and then he's like, well, I guess I don't have anything else to do for the next week. You guys know any good card games?
Hey, well, I got an idea, and fail that, I could get us all out of here by tomorrow.
He kind of perks up. Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So, I don't know. Do you want to take care of your business with the Oracle? I think we might need to go check on some bony bodies.
Yeah, I'll do that. You guys look around. Just, and he kind of looks back towards the room you guys were in. Just be careful.
Yeah, you too. And hey, wait, you know how to get in, right?
Yeah, I just have to use the axe.
Okay.
And you see him walk. You see him walk over to the frost giant statue. He grabs the axe of the frost giant. He walks up and he just kind of touches it to the frost rune.
God damn it!
And the door opens and he walks through.
So these bodies of the bone creatures, were they also like taking lightning damage or at least acid damage?
I mean, so the like you don't see bodies anymore.
Oh.
Like after this storm, like shit is just scattered out. Like you find like a bone like in one of these like little crevices of the statue. Like there's a couple scraps of like material like in the corners of the room.
Can I do can I look at one of those bones and do like an Arcana check and see if I have any reason to think that I feel dumb because the only reason I'm even considering is because you pointed out that the bodies were there as though it were important.
Okay. So you what is it you're looking? You want to see if like they're going to reanimate? Like,
yeah,
is that
if they're going to reanimate, if there's something up with them, if they are connected to Ebondeath in some way, if they are the manifestation of a necromancy spell.
Very good. Let's see.
Oh, I guess that's not so bad.
16 is pretty good. I mean, that's a good roll. So you take a look at them, and they look to you like they were, undead, raised in the way that undead are. You kind of remember actually seeing one of these previously. You saw one at the Battle of Lyland, but you never actually faced it. One of the other troops took it down. So it doesn't seem like it's any kind of special. From what you recall you grab one of these bones and you're kind of looking at it, and it doesn't, like, you don't feel any magical energy from it. You don't feel like it's going to reanimate. You saw it with Ebondeath, so your assumption would be that he raised them and therefore they were loyal to him.
Well, I mean, I'm going to throw it on the ground and stomp on it with all 90 pounds of my birdie weight, and then give it a...
It satisfyingly snaps, and a little bit of like dust comes out in the middle of it.
Fuck you.
I think Ma'am is very frustrated and kind of just needs a task to focus on for a moment. So she actually is going to just go ahead and like she's going to spend some time walking around picking up bone fragments and basically anything that looks like it had anything to do with Ebondeath, and is going to pile them, and depending on what she finds, unless there's anything particularly of interest, she's just going to set them on fire.
Okay. All right. So does anyone else want to help with this gathering of random stuff?
Yeah, Nyx will.
Yes,
If Nyx is...
help, and he'll also stay close to Ma'am in case Ma'am wants to do Arcana on anything so that Swazos can help her with that. But other than that, the instant everything's done, Zwazos is going to be pissed that we did that. This isn't supposed to happen. We're the friggin' folk band. Like, we're not supposed to be fucking scent running, and I am pissed, and so I don't want this to happen again. So my first act is to start reading my tome for whatever time I can.
Very good. Okay. All right. So, and how much time do you want to spend? This is a pretty big room. Like, are you going to spend however much time it takes to scour this room? Are you going to spend a certain amount of time?
Ma'am needs at least an hour. Like, she's in a bad. She is having similar feelings to Zwazos, and her thing is like kind of just focusing on a singular task.
And Zwazos will just make himself make it clear to Ma'am that he's available to help her with anything if she thinks of something she wants to try and work on. But other than that, straight to the tome. Like,
okay. All right. So you spent that much time. There's that many of you looking around. I'm going to say that you gather up almost everything that was blasted around. The doors didn't really let anything out, so there's no place for any of this stuff to go. So you gather up a good amount of bones, and you've got those giant like claw things. Like, you find those separately as well. You do find two of those claws have this like strange, almost like a gauntlet, but very loose and made of chainmail, it seems. So there's two of those. You also encounter two amulets on silver chains, as well as one longsword that doesn't look like it took much damage, as well as a really beaten up shield and a ripped and kind of shredded studded leather. So I am going to put some stuff in the party sheet here. Two of those. And there's two. Those. And one of you take a good look at the shield and the leather, and you could use them for like fire material, but you're pretty sure that like the shield would probably just get wrecked the first time it tried to stop a blow, and the leather isn't doing much to protect anybody.
Ma'am will just throw those in the pile with the fire.
Okay. Very good. I gotta check this out. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, tell me.
Okay. Awesome. That'll be fun. All right, very good. So you do that. You gather up all the bones, you gather up all the scraps of material and stuff, and you have your little pile of treasures to the side. And it's a pretty good sized fire. Yeah, the bones you can see are almost like they catch and burn almost like you would expect wood to. Like they the fire is extra devastating to these bones. And the fire, it burns pretty brightly, but it doesn't burn very long, maybe 7 or 8 minutes, and it kind of a big bright flash of flame. And then what's left is mostly just gray ash and a couple pieces of charcoal.
Zwazos' eyes still on the tome. We'll just kind of sense that the fire's gone out and just throw a middle claw in the direction. Just
awesome.
Fuck you.
And just towards kind of the tail end of the fire, you see Harshnag reappear from the other side, and he's kind of like nodding his head, and he looks over at you guys. He's like, "Allfather's pretty impressed." He offers his condolences that his temple tried to kill you, but he's impressed that you survived.
Fuck you, Ebondeath.
I mean,
And he says Ebondeath has left the temple. He says he can't see him, but he knows his presence is no longer here in the temple. If that brings you any comfort.
I mean, Zwazos does have a. Zwazos definitely like goes.
well, did you get what you came here for?
I did. I know my path lies to the north. I have to challenge the Jarl. Take control of the Frost Giants. That's my path. I have a chance. I have to take it.
We could make a club of people who have kicked the shit out of giant chieftains. I throw up a fist for a tiny fist.
I would like that very much.
So, I guess, Justin, I know that arcane recovery is a thing.
Yes.
What can you get back with that?
Let me see. Short rest you can express. So I am what's my wizard level? I could get a 5th level, up to a 5th level slot back.
Then do we maybe want to do a short rest and then just teleportation circle out of here?
That is that was my backup plan.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, thank you for mentioning arcane recovery. I was thinking we would have to do a long rest. But I'm also thinking I might be able to cast reduce on the boulder blocking the door.
Oh, yay!
But
there's 2 of them.
I think Harshnag said only one had dropped, correct?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right, he did.
So, yeah. Do we want to consider taking a short rest anyways, just to patch up before we go outside and see what's waiting for us, or?
Sure.
I mean, we've already spent an hour in here, whatever, like not to be uncaring towards the druids, but I'm pretty sure within that time, whatever Ebondeath would have wanted to do to them, if they were still around, he would have done.
Yeah, the hour, like you said, the hour is not going to make a difference.
Right.
Then, I mean, yeah, let's do it.
I'd like to maybe also use that hour to ritual cast Identify on some of these items.
Yes. Yep. We can do that for sure. All right. So are you sitting around the fire here, like you're just hanging out here in the main room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you all a nice short rest. So wait, hang on. Before I do that, so about 20 minutes into your short rest, nothing happens. Just kidding. I can do your short rest. All right.
That minor heart attack where you're like,
Sorry, I had to. All right, so you can roll. Anybody who wants to roll hit dice can do that. Bark has a lot of hit dice. He's gonna roll a whole bunch.
Boo.
good roll. 11, 11, 12. Wow. Ooh. There's no reason to save. Buddy.
I rolled 7 hit dice and got 29 points.
Wow.
And 3 of
Mark
them,
rolled at least 2 12s, which are 17 each. Yeah, there he is. All right. With
'Cause we only
12
get-
hit dice, Mark got back 160 hit points.
we only get back half of our hit dice on a long rest, correct?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
So I'm not going to use them all.
That's fair. Yeah, he
But
probably
I
will.
will.
Everything. All right.
I'm gonna leave 2 hit dice for myself, but that took a lot to recover. And I'm still, at least I'm not like that bad, but holy shit.
All right. So, let's see. So these items here. How many? Is it just 10 minutes for your identify?
Yeah. I think technically 10 minutes and 6 seconds, but yeah. So that would give me at least 6 over the course of the short rest.
So there are 2, 3. So okay. So and there's 5 of them that are. So yes. So they will be identified. So which item would you want to identify first? There's two amulets that look exactly the same. There's 2 sets of once you take the metal off the giant bones, like they kind of shrink down and they just kind of look like weird gauntlets that only cover fingers. And then so there's 2 of those, there's 2 amulets, and then there's the longsword.
I think I'm most worried about the stuff that was on the bone claws. So I would do a glove, and then an amulet, and then a glove, amulet, then sword.
Okay. So glove, amulet, then sword. Fantastic. So let's get these identified. I'm going to share it with everybody just because. So let's share that. So, and then once you identify these loose chainmail gloves.
Ooh.
I think I have to reshare. There you go.
Forged for demon hands. Oh!
Oh, shit.
Oh! Wow. Ma'am just holds these out to Nyx.
Nyx is like very
Nyx.
confused as to yeah, what? Yeah?
I think these are for you.
And Nyx gently takes the claws.
Ma'am would know if this had any kind of like curse or anything on it, but with identify, right?
Not necessarily. Identify does not always identify a curse.
Okay. Well then, Ma'am will say, I think that could really help you do some extra damage with your claws there, but I can't be entirely 100% sure there's not a dark side attached to them, but I don't know, your sword seems to, you don't seem to be bothered by your sword too much these days, so.
I mean, my sword would poison me if I didn't, kill something with it before. But I'm immune to poison, so like
So fuck
that.
you.
Right.
So it's fine. But and then Nyx kind of like looks at the death claws like, and then it's like, should I put them on? Should I?
Maybe we try and see if there's somebody we can ask. Clog the Amata, maybe?
To see if there's a curse. I don't know. How do you see if there's a curse? And then, uh, mm, mm, have I worked with cursed items before? Have we seen cursed items before?
Yeah, your sword.
Yeah, your throat's
Oh,
cursed.
that's true. That's true.
That's what ma'am was implying.
Yeah.
As soon as Vasu says your sword, Nyx just kind of goes, "Oh yeah, oh well," and Nyx is going to put on the death clothes.
All right.
I mean, you got to
Um,
attune to them before they will.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have to.
yeah.
Oh shit. Hang on,
Well,
hang on,
it's
hang
fine.
on.
Like that was the first thing that ma'am identified. So I'll say if you want to spend like 10 minutes beyond this short rest, you can attune to these as well if you want to.
Okay, let me just look at what I'm attuned to in the first place. I have to look at my inventory because I forget. I think it's my.
You got the ring.
Ring of Warmth. I can just take that off. I don't need the Ring of Warmth. I will attune to the.
I mean, you. Nick, it'd be up to you. Can she wear both with one attunement slot?
Where? Oh no. So like there's no benefit to wearing two at the same time. Like it just.
So cool. So we have an extra one for.
Yes, or if you know anyone else with claws or want to sell or trade them. I mean, you've got quite the collection of magic stuff at this point.
Yeah.
So hang on. I need one of them to be given to me. Death Claws.
There you go.
Thank you.
How
All
are they
right.
still?
Where are they?
Is it under L? Oh, Death Claws right there.
Does
Oh,
Vark?
there. I see it.
Yeah.
Tune to it, and then I'm gonna put it on my body.
So I have to. I will work on this. I will add the effect to you as well. Oh, I think I can. Yeah.
Oh, the effect. Yay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, the effect of the +2 to your attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes. I believe is the effect he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only have 2 potions of greater healing, a potion of hill giant strength, a potion of speed, and then a potion of superior healing. I don't even know if we have superior healing in the.
We don't.
No, I can add one when you need it.
But that's just 8d4 plus 8, right?
Yep.
I really need to work on my inventory management.
Mm.
As I'm like looking at all this shit, I'm like, the fuck?
While I do that, well, let's see. I'm just going to go to your unarmed strike. Go to +2 and +2. There you go.
Cool.
If it didn't take an attunement slot, I'd fucking wear the other one. I got claws.
Right.
Well,
Okay. All right.
Talons, but
All right. So you've got those. So the next thing we're going to identify is going to be the amulets.
Tell me.
This one's going to be pretty obvious from the name.
I mean, tell me. Zwazos is reading.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
I don't see anything.
So do these allow you to cast flight? Oh, while you can use an action to activate.
It does require your concentration.
Okay.
Yep. It basically gives you a free fly on yourself once a day.
Does it require attunement?
It does. Yeah. So
I think Varg's attunement slots are used up.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be able to hold the concentration.
Oh, that's right.
While raging, I didn't even think of that. Right.
Ma'am is very interested in maybe just having one of these on her person, even if she's not able to attune to it. It just seems very useful. So she might. I'm also interested to see what this dark longsword is.
Okay. Let's see. I'll just give ma'am an amulet of flight. Okay. Now the dark longsword. Let's share the item. We'll identify it.
Do we know what the curse does?
It's the bestow curse.
Oh.
So you curse disadvantage on ability checks and savings throws of an ability score of your choice. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against the person who bestowed the curse. They have to make a wisdom throw at the start of their turn, or they do nothing. And your attacks and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to the target.
That's cool.
Okay. So that's your stuff there.
Yeah.
All right. And your long rest comes to an end, and it's going to be about 1:00 p.m. at this point. Where's my notes?
So ma'am's gonna say, well, I got an idea to maybe get us out. So do we have any other business here, or Harshnag, you good?
I'm good. Yes, if you can get us out of here, that would be fantastic. I don't know any other way out.
All right. Ma'am's gonna go back to the door, or those gates, and I zoomed out, but now I don't know which one is ma'am. There we go.
Where'd Nix go?
I think Nix was still back at the. I don't think
Still
Nix ever got moved.
Still back at the door.
Let's see. I think it's only a minute of concentration, so I want to make sure everyone's here and ready. Yeah. Hey, Zwazos, you coming?
Oh, I was in my book. How much time did I get in my book?
You got an hour. You got a full hour.
Oh,
You were only there for an hour.
well, can I not read the book during the short rest?
That was the hour.
What about the hour that they spent gathering stuff up?
You were helping with that.
I did say that at first. Never mind.
Yep.
Hang on.
And I did note that in your book log.
Thank you.
think you're close enough. Where are you? Let's see.
I mean, is it worth it for the sake of time to just have you bamf us to the outside of a tunnel?
You went the
that's
wrong
right.
way.
There's no place to go.
You went the wrong way. They're at the front
Oh, that's
gate.
right. That's right. We're going to.
There you go. Yeah, ma'am has the plan.
All right, ma'am says, all right, we only got a minute here, so everyone get ready. And I'm going to try to cast Enlarge Reduce, specifically Reduce, on the big giant stone slab and see if that works.
Okay, so you
Nix
reach
is
out
like
to
in
the
a
stone.
sprinting position, ready to just bolt.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah. Harshnag as well. He's ready to get the F out of here. So you reach out with your magic to the stone and you feel some resistance. But then you feel that resistance fade away and the stone reduces in half and you can see your way out.
Is it big enough for Harshnag to get out?
Yes.
Okay.
I will say when it shrinks down to half, it like shrinks down to like instead of shrinking down in the center, it shrinks down to like literally half of the room.
Okay. Yeah, I think if ma'am had any control over it, that would be her intention, would be to give Harshnag enough space.
The airship's still there, yay! Or at least it's still on the map. I mean,
all right. Yeah, and so looking at the airship, you definitely see that there's a little bit of damage on the side hull. There's a couple of rips in the balloon up above, and but you don't see any people. You don't.
I mean, I'll call out to people. Are there people?
And you see one of the dudes like pop over like with their like staff in their hand. They're like, "Oh shit! Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're mostly good.
Mostly? Is everyone alive?
Everyone's alive. Yes,
Okay.
we're not. Nobody's hurt badly. The airship's mostly intact. We're good.
Swazos is already casting mending on all the tears.
Okay, yeah. I mean, a couple of the tears you can get, but the bigger ones, mending doesn't work on. Yep. So, and so they kind of explained that like a fucking mist dragon of some kind just like appeared out of nowhere and just attacked us. But as soon as we started fighting back, it just like disappeared, and that was it. I think we got maybe one good shot in, and like that was it. He was gone.
He's a little bitch like that.
Yeah, super bitch. But when did that happen? What
About
direction?
an hour ago, like an hour and 10 minutes ago or so, and then nothing. I don't know. You guys, it kind of looks at you and sees that you've got a few wounds, but you like you had an hour to kind of heal up, so you don't look as bad as you did an hour ago. You look like you're kind of okay. Everything good?
Well, I mean, we had an hour to heal because the bitch dropped the stone and blocked us in, so we had an hour to figure shit out. But I'm sorry we left you out here alone that long.
Well, that's okay. We're used to being alone. Oh,
God damn it.
Michael got booted.
Oh, they're
That's
used
all right.
to being alone. Oh no, that took a learner to set that. Oh.
Well, like just Quagula Martyr and us. We're just kind of, she's usually off doing stuff.
Oh,
It's cool. We're fine. We're good. We're good. What's up?
Claudia leaves her cave?
Oh, yeah. All the time. She's rarely in her cave by herself.
Zwazos is interested. The druid mentioned that they got one good hit on Ebondeath.
Yeah.
Swazos is interested in with what?
Spell. She hit him with lightning bolt. And whichever one was like, yeah. I held it just in case. She popped in. I got a shot off. I don't know that it did a whole lot of damage, but disappeared after that, and we didn't see her again. Him, I guess him.
Well, you did.
Does that happen a lot? Should we be prepared for just a dragon to appear out of nowhere?
Not for much longer.
You.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wait. You work for a dragon, so like this shouldn't be like.
Well, yeah, but like dragons typically leave other dragons alone. So like that's the first time we've ever been really attacked by another dragon.
That is fair.
And they're like, well, we also don't generally leave Claudia Matter's territory, so we don't generally encounter other dragons.
Yeah, well, that one hopefully shouldn't be back. Well, we're gonna take care of him.
Oh, I like to hear that. Awesome. Well, come on aboard. It's warm. It's a little warmer down underneath. If you want to go below deck, I don't know. You guys don't look like you're all that cold.
I think we got to get out of here. Harshnag, you're good.
And he nods. He says, "Yes, I'm glad I could get here and get my answers. I hope I helped in some way. But yes, I have to head back to Svartberg. I need to challenge the Jarl. That's going to be that's my quest."
Well, we wish you the best. We have to go find King Hecate.
Indeed. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. I hope that we meet again, and know that your challenge has the support of the folk band.
I appreciate that. And should I win, know that the Frost Giants will be better in the future. It will not be a race of marauders.
I will hope to keep in touch. If you ever just, hear my voice in your head, just know that's the old magic.
I appreciate that. It'd be good to hear from you. Good luck to you.
And man will just kind of reach out for one of those cool, like, forearm handshakes, but he's so much bigger than her.
And you, shake his finger. And then you see him look at you, and you see him do that thing. That he just, he throws his axe up on his shoulder, and he just starts hoofing it.
Good lord.
Phil just watches him go and just kind of sighs and goes, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
All right, we gotta get the hell out, gang. We gotta regroup, and man's just gonna get up on board.
Oh yeah, shit. I guess I should move my token to be on board, huh?
And Swazos, like, as soon as he had mended everything that he could magically, Swazos is already down in the cabin, sitting on his bunk, reading his tome.
All right. Okay, so it is. So that didn't really take much time, maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. And so, here you are on your big giant map. You've got your little airship. It's not actually that big in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, it won't sit straight up and down. Oh, I didn't like that. Maybe. Oh, no. Okay. Let's delete that. Okay. Let's try this again. Maybe.
So, was it Shining Light that was our next stop?
Oh God.
Hang on. I have notes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Your tits. Sorry, that came out. Okay, hang on.
Good stuff.
I mean, if so, we can get there in 4 hours.
Hecate is being held hostage in the Sea of Storms on the Celestial? Ooh. East of the whalebones. It always moves. And the Mirror of Dead Men is the fucking phylactery. The Zentarum killed Mary. Uther killed Fanlin. And there's a gambling ship in Wumford that has the contract that we could probably convince Mary or Hecatan when we see him again. So we have to convince Hecton and or Mary, whoever we go to, that they have been betrayed by Uthor. And there is a contract in the gambling ship in Wumford.
Right. Yeah, we thought if we could just go get that contract, that would give us the proof that we need before we go to either Hecatan or the daughter. Probably Hecatan first. But yeah, I do feel like I remember us saying before we were so rudely interrupted that Wumford might be the spot to go next.
I don't see Wumford on this list, on this map. Oh, I see it now.
Where is Wumford?
It's way down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's 675 miles. So that's, I believe, roughly 12 hours of travel in the airship.
13 and a half.
I couldn't remember if it was 50 or 60.
50. I think the airship moves 50 miles an hour.
That's what I remember.
Fully manned.
I mean, what? It only moves 50 miles an hour?
I
Come
know.
on, Nick.
I feel a little ridiculous with that number now, knowing how quickly you move around this entire freaking planet. But
for
yeah,
what
I
is...
don't.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna. I was just kind of checking my teleportation circles to see if there was any, if it would make any sense at all to teleport down there, but
And then just have the druids fly the airship down to us when they can.
right. But I don't really have much that far south.
that's the other half of the map. Because I believe I think you have one to Loudwater.
I do.
So that's here. And so Wumford's just on the other side of this spot Wumford is just on the other side of like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I don't know if you care about that. I doubt that's faster than taking the airship.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe some extra time to just lick our wounds probably isn't the worst thing in the world. Ma'am wanted to, kind of needs to finish copying Seeming into her spell book so that we don't just get annihilated on site in Wumford. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is just gonna be like an awkward flight of everybody just being on edge. Like, just being like...
What time of day is it?
Right now it is a little after 1 p.m., so it's about like 1:30.
So could we theoretically rest while the druids and the rangers are piloting us to Wumford?
I mean, they can't go 24/7. Like they need to rest as well, and you can't do a long rest until like this day's over. You've already had your
Oh,
long
right.
rest for this day.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll just.
So you've
Well,
got a
that
soft.
gives you time to study your book and me
Yeah.
time to copy stuff into my book, which I think are both good before we go in. The only other thing I would say is like, is there any sense in us just trying to go straight to the Mirror of Dead Men and going for the phylactery there? But I mean,
I don't think necessarily so, because because we could theoretically hit it on our way to the whale bones, and also it's not like if destroying the phylactery would take care of Ebondeath, great, but we're
right?
still gonna have to
Yeah.
fight Ebondeath at some point in time, and there will be time before Ebondeath can kind of remanifest for us to get there.
Yeah.
Also, I think Zwazos is kind of considering the idea of taking these extra, amulets and swords and gauntlet that we have that, none of us kind of can make use of, and taking them to Waterdeep and seeing what we can potentially trade or exchange them for, something that would be more useful to us.
Sure.
Which is also kind of on the way from Wumford to the Whalebones, or to Maelstrom.
I mean, you can't get to the Maelstrom without the conch. You can't fly to the Maelstrom.
Oh, that is a detail that I had forgotten about, and don't
I think
know what to do.
Well, I think you were saying the whale bones, where we have to go.
Yeah, that's to find Hecate.
Rescue Hecate.
Okay,
That's not the Maelstrom.
got it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I misunderstood. I thought that we were saying that Hecate was in the Maelstrom near the Whalebones.
No, the Maelstrom is where the Storm Giants. That's their house. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that's on the map. That probably shouldn't be there. There's one other thing that's on this map that is tantamount to the whole story of Storm King's Thunder that I'm like, that shouldn't be on the map. But you guys, it's Imrith's lair, but you don't know who Imrith is because that role's been taken over by somebody else in your story.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. All right. So, are you just heading are you heading in a certain direction for the remaining whatever it is 7, 8, 9 hours that they can fly this ship?
Where do we think might be a good spot to Oh, well, we can just leave it hovering for a rest, right? We don't necessarily.
Yep.
I mean, do we want to leave it hovering for our rest, or do we want to try and land somewhere that we can kind of hide?
Land somewhere that we can
Yeah,
hide.
there's a dragon.
There's a dragon that wants us.
We lost Michael too from the voice video call.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Well, he comes right back.
Where were the dwarves that we helped out?
The Gauntlgrim?
Yes.
Right there. So you
That could be a potential place if we could nestle into the mountains a little bit and know we're amongst friendly faces. Oh,
Woohoo! Michael's back.
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, good. So would we
Welcome
decide?
back. I had just suggested perhaps we fly to Gauntlegrim and nestle ourselves within the mountain / cavern there to have some cover for night.
Okay, I'm in.
What do we have for mileage on that?
I'm having trouble.
320 miles? Oops. So it would take you about 6.5 hours. Is that where you want to go?
I think that makes sense.
And that would get us there by nightfall. And we could, like you said, Justin, we could nestle the airship somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, be around people. Maybe the magic user, whose name I can't remember, could help us 100% determine if there's any curses on any of these magic items.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe they'd be willing to exchange some of those magic items with us.
Sounds like a yes. Gauntlegrim?
Gauntlegrim it is.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of, you're flying through the air. It's other than Zwazos, this is a pretty amazing experience for everybody. To just kind of be this up high in the air and kind of watching the ground, disappear below you. And for some of you, this might be the first time you've ever seen like the ground from so high up and see the way that the earth looks and the trees so small. And
Zwazos releases an exasperated, exaggerated audible yawn.
So you're flying through and, the wind is amazing. And, it's kind of cool watching the druids kind of, they're doing I don't know much about, boats or anything, but they're doing the whole tack stuff, with the lines and making sure everything works properly. And one of them's always at the helm, kind of, steering against headwinds and things like that.
Nick,
and then
I'm sorry
go ahead.
about you. I wanted to ask, is there any kind of mechanical process that you need us to go through to the point where, if needed, we would have the knowledge and understanding and capability to pilot the airship ourselves?
So yes. So you would have to train how to do that. And that takes I'll have to look up how long it takes, but you have to have certain many hours specifically training. And so there's I believe there's 4 stations that you have to be individually trained on each one. So
and we
there's
have to have at least one of us trained on each one.
Oh, right, yeah. If you want to do that, then yes. I'll have to look. I think it's one day. I think it's 24 hours. You have to spend 24 hours training on one item to then be proficient to do that one item.
Cool. We'll work on that with you, and you guys can work on it now.
You're reading your book? Yeah.
I am reading my fucking book.
Okay. All right. And Ma'am is also scribing, is that right?
I think Ma'am takes a little bit to appreciate as much as she can, given her current feelings, tries to appreciate the flight and everything. But then yes, I would like to spend at least 5 of our 6 hours travel in my spell book.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to say there's a little bit of a headwind. So you end up with about 7 hours travel time total. So Spasos gets his 7 hours. You arrive, and as you arrive around Gauntlegrim, and you're kind of coming down towards the mountains, you see that there's no real good place in the mountain itself to land an airship. But you do kind of figure out that valley that you walked up to get there, that's a great place for this, and you land like right in front of the entrance. As you get closer to the ground, you do see a couple of dwarves that look like they're maybe a little WTF about what's happening with this giant sleigh with the balloon above it landing.
Mama's gonna say, "Hey, Zwazos, could you maybe just quick fly over and tell them what's going on with the flying contraption flying at their, you know?"
Buzz was very frustratingly just,
Jumps off, flies down. So
Yep.
like they see you jump out and fly towards them, and at first like you see them like they're pointing their spear, but then like as you get closer, they're like,
the folk band have returned.
Yep. And one of them like runs off back towards the keep. So yeah, so to kind of cut out some shoe leather here, you land, you make your way into Gauntlgrim. King Brunner is aware that you've arrived, so as soon as you put in that, they bring you right to his chamber. He greets you very warmly. And what brings you here? I hear you're all flying now. Good for you.
Yeah, it's a big ship with a balloon. It's pretty neat. We just kind of needed someplace to camp out for the night, someplace safe, if that's all right.
Oh, of course. I'll send a few extra dwarves down to help protect it if you need that. Can't hurt, right?
Sure.
Good. Well, the rooms that you were in before are still available. If you'd like to go ahead and take those, if you just need it for the night, is there anything else? Tell me, what you've been up to.
Oh, well, jeez, you had to fight a Dracolich.
Maybe in the morning.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah, up at the Eye of the Allfather, talking to what's the giant king?
A gnome.
Oh yeah, Annam. I know.
Yeah, talking to Annam. Then we get attacked by a Dracolich that's like, come back from his phylactery. It's a lot, I'm sure. Yeah,
And you see, he's kind of like. I used to do cool shit like that.
Dude, you just got reincarnated. How many years ago? You'll be fine.
I
Yeah,
know.
you'll be fine.
And he's like, I'm king. Can't
I know.
go
But
on adventures.
You went on an adventure. You went down into the depths with this.
I did.
You can cross off one. You can cross
done
off one. We'll
shit.
do another.
I've done some shit. That just, sucks getting old, but being in a young body. Anyway, that's awesome. That sounds awesome. Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, we need a place to stay for tonight, and then we'll figure out the rest. And
Very
Nyx
good.
is
We're
like,
always welcome here, for sure.
And keep your eyes on the skies. There's, a Dracolich on the loose, and he probably doesn't like people who are friendly towards us.
That's fair. Well, I'll make sure that our people are aware, so we won't be taken by. Well, we may not be. Maybe can't stop a Dracolich from taking us by surprise, but at least we'll have measures in place to fight a dragon.
do you have magic people that may or may not be able to see invisible shit?
Oh, sure. I mean, we have wizards and priests. We have, we can maybe once we know he's here. I don't know that we can just always have people looking around, but
Yeah, that's fine. Once we know he's in the area, that would be great. Excuse me. And then Nyx is like, Nyx is just gonna gather all of their stuff and then like crawl out of the ship. Nyx doesn't do well on water or in air, it seems. A ship is a ship is a ship.
right. Oh,
They think it's really fucking cool, like a boat, like a ship, like any ship is really cool, but as soon as it's moving,
Not so much.
Nyx has been up top all the time because as soon as they try to go down below, it just gets real bad. Not
Right.
being able to see and moving, ooh.
I can see how that might be rough. Get yourself those wristbands. Maybe your claw things.
Right?
Press in the right spot.
I have to adjust the key pressure sensor.
That's right.
There.
You can key yourself every once in a while.
Zwazos might take some time to go to the place where they had that shop with all the magic forged items, and kind of see, like, at least, you know, either for here or when we get to Waterdeep, get some kind of idea of what a fair price might be for these items. And
okay,
I think we should keep both amulets of flight. Would be my only thought.
Yep. No, I mean, no argument.
All right. So you remember going to the Gauntlgrim Jewel Depot, the Gauntlgrim Potion Shop, and the Gauntlgrim, I think the Treasury is where they kind of gave you a list of all the things that they have. Like, it's not really a shop. It's more the kingdom's stuff.
Like the treasury. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their treasury, yeah.
They did offer to sell some of it to us.
They did, yeah. So as soon as you mention that, you're interested in, maybe purchasing some stuff, he says he'll send for, what's his name, the scribe guy. Name escapes me a little bit. Borden, Clerk Borden. So he sends for Borden, and Borden is going to give you the list here again of what the treasury has to offer. And then okay. All right. So, like I said, you also know that there's a jewel depot, there's a potion shop, but I believe, and there's also the Thurfel's black powder shop. If Nyx wants to go back there, or if anyone else wants to go back there.
Oh my god, I need to see Thurfel!
But you do remember that there were other shops that you didn't go in. You vaguely remember, like, an armory shop, maybe like a leather worker, but like you didn't go to all the shops. So the treasury is wherever you are. So if you're looking at the treasury list, you can do that from your rooms. But if you're interested in visiting, like, the shops,
yeah,
you can
I think that. I'd be more interested in asking the people who are in charge of a treasury, like, hey, this is what this does. What on this list of, treasures in your treasury that you would be willing to sell to us for these pieces of gold? Would you be willing to trade for it? Like, what do you think it's worth?
Well, let's see. What are they worth? And so they say, we're as far as we're concerned, like, specific magical effects, aren't that, like, crazy. We don't necessarily, like, pay extra for this versus that. So we would probably, like, we would probably just do, like, a straight value swap. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new shop called the Folk Band Inventory. And then, so as I add items to the shop, it, like, doesn't, when you see a price range, it will randomly assign a price within that range.
Okay.
Oh.
So as I add your items to the shop, it'll tell you what it's worth. And I won't add each, like, well, there's only one amulet. Like, if there were 2 amulets, I would add 1 and then just increase the number to 2. So it'd just be one cost. All right, so let's share the folk band inventory. And let's find out what this stuff. Okay, so what do you want on the trading block?
I mean, there's one of the gauntlets.
Okay, the death claws.
Yeah. I don't know if any of us have any use for the sword.
I don't
Ah,
think so.
that's a good roll.
Oh,
You got
Wow.
almost max value out of that. What was the other one?
the sword. And then, I mean, does anybody else have anything that they're not using that they want to like get a fucking appraisal of?
I'm not currently at my computer, so
Oh.
possibly, but
Let's see.
I mean, I might want to see what the wand of magic missiles could get. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm not using the Ruby of the War Mage or the Sunblade, but I don't think I'm ready to sell those away yet.
Your Sunblade is also your link to your patron, so he probably wouldn't be too happy if you just sold that.
Yeah,
You wouldn't like lose your powers, but you know.
but he might not be super.
You might
pleased.
take that personally.
I'm gonna guess that I used the scroll of sending in my inventory to learn the spell, and just forgot to. Because I know I didn't learn it when I was leveling.
Okay.
So.
Oh, Justin, for what it's worth, I have, at least I used to have. Where are my scrolls? Well, I gave them to you already.
Yes, I think you already gave them to me.
Yeah, there was Chaos Bolt and Snylock Snowstorm.
Yes, I'm looking at those right now.
Nix, do you want me to go through your inventory to see if there's anything you want to have appraised?
I just got back. Oh, good lord.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hang on.
So Nick, something else is I really would like to. I keep meaning to do this every time we get somewhere where it's possible. I'd like to. I have daggers on me, and that's the only thing I have on me that I could like do anything with without magic available.
I see. Okay.
And so I was hoping to try and get my hands on at the very least +1 daggers that were magical in case we are fighting something.
I mean, you've got the list of magic stuff.
Yeah, but there's no +1 daggers on it. Oh, so that's just they're not available there. Got it. Never mind.
Then they're not there. Yeah.
Okay. I'll check out Waterdeep. Also, Nick, I wanted to ask you because my pact feature allows me to have a pact weapon, one weapon that I can use my charisma modifier for.
Yeah, and you have to. I mean, every morning you decide what it is, but it's all like, yeah.
I guess I want to ask you: would you allow the pair of daggers to be that?
It's one weapon.
If
you keep stabbing with it, you'll always stab with that one. But once you throw it, like
once you throw it, then you're done. So I'll probably throw the non-packed one if I do have to throw
first.
It.
Yeah,
because I considered throwing a dagger because I was like I wouldn't have free concentration to throw a dagger. I could do a whole whopping 1d4 +1 halved if at best.
There is a hand crossbow +1 in here.
Ooh. And that does better damage than a dagger anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because it does a d6, correct?
I guess not a whole lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
D6,
I've got fucking money. I will definitely take that if that's okay. Yes, I will take that hand crossbow.
With all the money that we are seemingly able to get for the Death Claw, anyone have use for an animated shield?
Is that in here?
I mean, I know that I don't because
Ooh.
I thought about it because like it would save a hand, but it would cost me 1 to AC and a bonus action to activate it.
Requires attunement. So
Right.
Oh, fuck you. Never mind. I know that if the party's okay with it, one of the things that Zwazos has learned about he learned from Thunder on the Mountain when we fought with him for a while, is the existence of an amulet of health. And so he might want to see if we could swap that gauntlet for one of those plus something for everybody.
I mean, they don't have an amulet of health here, but
I know that's what I'm saying. Maybe at Waterdeep we might be able to.
I
have
see.
it.
Will that will like retain its value? That's not just at this shop, or
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know.
If anything, I think we'd be more likely to get a higher value at Waterdeep just because they have access to clientele who can make use of certain magical effects.
Just keep in mind that this is the Gauntlgrim treasury. This is the kingdom's stuff. This is someone who is friends with you.
Yeah.
So you may get less from someone who doesn't know you from Joe Schmo and just wants to buy your stuff to turn a profit.
I mean, do we want to just sell the gauntlet then and just pocket the 45K?
Oh, and they're not interested in just buying magic
Right.
stuff. They said they
Of course
would
they
trade
won't.
if you want to, do a value for value trade. But it's like
I didn't know if it would be useful to them to like study and be able to reproduce or something. Waterdeep again would probably be a better chance of that.
yeah. So it might. I don't. If we didn't want the animated shield, which I mean, ma'am, straight up can't use that. And if Vark didn't need a bonus action to rage, before bonus action using the shield, I don't think he would want it either.
I
Can
considered
you
it.
show the
I considered it
Gauntlgrim one
Tuabor
again?
back in the day because then Tuabor would be able to animate it and then.
Well,
Wild
Tuabor
yeah,
had
Tuabor,
an
sure.
animated
Yeah.
shield.
Oh, that's right.
But I do see a couple things on here that I might be interested in. Oh, right. I can just add. I like the Boots of False Tracks. And
Those are cheap.
Nick, can you share the Gauntlgrim one again?
Oh, yep.
I got kicked out again.
Man, is your internet okay?
As far as I know. I mean, I've also been kicked out of this a couple times, so I'm not 100% sure.
There's a storm going on. I assume there's a storm going on where you are. There's that controlled water Michael was talking about.
wait, Michael was talking about control water.
Yes,
Yeah,
his druids kicked the crap out of one of his encounters with it.
They were fire elementals.
Oh.
It says in the stat block that every gallon of water they get splashed with, they take 1 cold damage. Control watered the whole thing, and we did the math, and it was 14,960 damage.
That's amazing.
A splush.
It's a light crossbow because it's a 2-handed weapon. Is that correct, Nick?
What's that?
I can't use a light crossbow because it's a 2-handed weapon. I wouldn't be able to use it with my
I can look up light crossbow if you want for you.
I mean, there's not one in the inventory. I'm just looking at really also. So
I believe light crossbow is 2-handed.
Loading 2-handed. Yep, it is 2-handed.
if I were to use the hand crossbow, what would the loading? How would that work?
I don't do loading. Oh, that's stupid. So, yeah, I don't do loading. That's stupid. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Good.
But you have to have crossbow bolts.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get
Like
some of those.
you have to buy crossbow bolts and stuff. And I think you get back half, right? Oh, you have mending, so I would say that you get back 3/4 of the bolts that you shoot.
Cool.
If you go find them, if you go look for them and pull them out. Pew, pew.
These items that are on the list are that this is our cart.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, so the yeah, I mean, the cart items, those are things that ma'am has moved. There you go. Yep. And so if anybody clicks the buy button, it will take all the gold out of that one person.
Right.
So if you want to do it a different way, let me know. Don't just click the buy button.
Who's,
Or you can do it, each person can do it themselves, yeah.
Who's,
So if you wait till
who's the false tracks?
ma'am finishes.
Ma'am wants the false tracks.
Nice.
Although
Let's see.
more just like I can see those coming in handy and they don't require attunement.
Yep, absolutely.
Like, why not?
Oh.
Oh.
And we lost Michael again. Oh shit, I need to I added the hours for my spell I was copying, but I didn't take away the gold or actually learn the spell. So I will need to. Oh, what?
You do have 4,000 gold in the party sheet. So I don't know if you all would prefer that I just go ahead and divvy that out. Do you want to use it for some of your purchases here?
I
mean, there are 4 of you, so it's basically an even 1,000 gold for everybody.
Yeah, we could do that. There's not enough in here that we want that would be worth the worth selling any of our stuff, really. So, yeah.
Welcome back.
Yay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little muted, but we can hear you.
I got you.
Or I
got
can.
you. Is that any better?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
I got a new headset that has a much better microphone, so hopefully people in the stream will be able to hear me too.
Cool. Yeah. I hope so. So, Michael, I was saying you all have 4,000 in the party sheet, so you can either use that to buy some of this stuff, or I can disperse it, and you can each buy your own stuff.
I mean, considering that I just asked if we can use the value of the gauntlet to get me something, I'm not gonna make the party. I'm not gonna make the party take out of the party sheet for the things that I want to buy. So.
well, didn't we say it might be better to keep the gauntlet and try selling it in
Waterdeep?
Right.
Yeah, it's still my intention to hopefully get an amulet of health out of it.
Oh, I'd be fine if we just. I mean, it's you and me taking it, so maybe we're not the ones to make the decision. I was gonna say let's just take it out of the party sheet, but
I mean, I have no complaint. Like as far like for ma'am to learn a spell, that's an asset to the party. So I have no problem with the party paying for that. Like for me, the things I'm going to get are just the things I want to get are situationally useful to me specifically.
well, I'm gonna say I vote for just using the party sheet, but I'm open to whatever anyone else wants to do.
Does anybody else want to buy anything other than you and me?
Is there anything, Eliza, you want for Nyx?
I've been looking at things in here, but I don't think with like how little attunement slots I have,
Right.
I don't know how beneficial any of this is going to be for me.
I mean, like, if I were a metagamer, which of course I am not, I'd be interested in the party buying these bracers of archery with the idea that we might perhaps be picking up somebody who could be making use of them at some point in time.
I also meta. I would doubt very much that anybody who might possibly join you would be using a longbow or a short bow
Okay,
over a crossbow.
I see.
Mm.
That would be my guess for your, hypothetical friend.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just, I mean,
But if you want to buy them just in case, I mean, it's your
a
goal.
+2 bonus is a +2 bonus. That's a big. I can't believe it's only 489 GP. That's a huge deal.
I know there's some things on this list that are like, what? And then there's some things that are like, what? You never know.
Not gonna lie, Nyx is looking at the scrolls to see if there's anything that might seem like a ma'am thing, to just see if ma'am would want to copy some of these spells. Like, Nyx has no idea what the arcane languages, but like this one's super shiny, this one looks like it catches fire, this one Nyx is kind of off in the corner going through the record boxes that they have, only it's scrolls. Like this
I think Ma'am is going to see this and wants to try and she's already grabbed the scroll of control water, but she wants to try and sneak it somewhere that Nyx might find it and think that it was a special one.
Oh my god, this is adorable.
Well, I was gonna say there's only one hand axe in the inventory, but I don't know if maybe
with
Vark having to resort to hand axe.
Yeah, let's give Arx a +1 hand axe.
Yeah.
And if ma'am had squirreled away the control water, Nyx goes, ooh, super shiny. He goes, hey ma'am, what does this one say? Trying to be casual about it, but also look at.
Oh wow, that's a great. Nyx, I think this could come in real handy at some point. I think.
Could it?
Yeah, no, this is a great spell. I think this would be great for me to learn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got a good eye.
Oh god. Oh, Nyx is just thank you, and then is looking at the fact that you guys are looking at the hand axes. Oh, doesn't Vark use those?
That's a great idea too.
If Nyx didn't already have inspiration, I would totally grant inspiration for that.
Oh, for that. I know. I should have used it to get it back, but it wasn't needed at the time.
That's all right. In 19 minutes, we all get it again, anyways.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait.
I love giving inspiration at the end of a session.
Michael, did you take out your crossbow, or did you not?
I took it out of the cart, yeah, because I was gonna spend my own gold on it, or platinum. But I mean, if you guys want to insist that the party pay for my friggin' trinkets, then I'm not gonna fucking argue with you.
I mean, you guys have insane amounts of gold, don't you?
I mean, I have 700.
Yeah. So I mean, you've got 7,000 gold and
Holy shit!
platinum.
How do you have that? I guess I use mine to copy spells. I'm over here sitting on 550.
I'm using mine to buy explosives. So
Yeah. Technically, I only have one gold piece, but I have 704 platinums.
Jesus.
I need to look
I'm
at
voting
my...
to use the party sheet.
Still,
I only
Because
have...
I can't buy my own.
I have
can't afford
I
it.
have I have only 198 gold, so I would love to have whatever portion of mine is left after helping to pay for everybody, because I want to buy more explosive things.
God damn it! Why is it doing that?
I did it for me too. I don't think
All
that
right.
was a okay.
Well, in any case,
right.
Zvazos wants.
You said hand axe, right?
Yeah, we'll take the
Far.
hand axe. And as I said, just with how much gold I have, I'm fine with paying for my own stuff and saving money in the party sheet for like, we should go to the potion shop and we should buy a boatload of potions.
We should see if they have potions. That is a very good idea.
The accursed longsword would pay for all this, wouldn't it?
Yes, I believe it will pretty close.
It would. We'd be leaving some money on the table.
Well, I mean, I could add my items and see if it made it work. Well, because
Could grab another alchemy jug, because why not?
I mean, actually, another alchemy jug probably would be really useful if we perchance happen to meet across somebody who needs to be covered in water once every day or something.
Submerged.
Oh,
Submerged.
that's a great point.
And how much water can we get out of the alchemy jug?
What does it say?
I forget.
I do
I was
too.
hoping somebody just remembered off the top of its head.
2 gallons per minute.
So eight gallons of fresh water and 12 gallons of salt water. Is that enough to submerge a small creature in?
I don't know.
If they lay down, if they lay down flat, and we have a little.
What's the volume? What's the cubic feet volume? Right.
Hey Google, how much cubic feet is 12 gallons? That can't be right. It says it's 1.604 cubic feet.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That can't be right. That's
No.
Sorry, I zoned out.
Okay, so
What's the
here we go.
question?
1 cubic foot of water is about 8 1/3 gallons. So
seriously?
that's less than 2 cubic feet. So if you had
Hmm.
2,
Full
you would have
alchemy jugs.
3 cubic feet of water because you'd have about 24 gallons, and if it's 8 gallons per cubic foot, that would be 3 cubic foot. So I would say with 2 gallons, if you had a receptacle big enough.
I was actually just going to say we should buy a barrel that I can put into the bag of holding. You know, if we should happen to come across somebody who's going to require water.
A 3 cubic foot barrel is probably too big to go in the opening of your.
I mean, if a barrel
sack.
by definition is 3 cubic feet, then it's by definition not 3 feet on any one
Can't we
side.
put the water in the bag of holding, and then just have their head stick out?
Well, is the opening for your bag of holding 3 feet across?
It's 2 feet across.
Okay. So 2 feet. Okay. Well, we said Salty couldn't crawl into it, right? Didn't we say
No.
that?
I don't
No,
remember.
we said I couldn't keep creatures alive in it because I wanted to do some dumb thing where I would cast light on a thing and put a plant in there, and then the plant would make oxygen.
Yeah,
And
right,
it was
right.
dumb.
Oh,
And
we
you
were
shot it
trying
down.
to figure out how to keep.
You shot it down rightfully
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna say that any container big enough to completely submerge a small creature is too big to go in the opening of your sack.
Also fair. But we could keep it on the airship.
You can keep it on the air.
Okay.
I will say that.
Would a free daily casting of Scorching Ray be of any interest?
Oh, I was
to
already. Yeah, I was already gonna take
I
that.
was wondering why that wasn't in the buy
Oh
category.
yeah, I was already.
Do
Again,
it does look like it doesn't use your spell attack, but
that is true. But if I find myself low on spell slots like I
Right.
was today,
yeah,
and with no attunement, I'll fucking take it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you know what else doesn't require attunement? Clockwork amulets. So I'm gonna fucking find as many of those as I can. But Nick won't let me use more than one in a day
Well,
because he's like a
perhaps.
reasonable fucking DM.
Yeah. I mean, if it rolled into a treasure hoard, I'd probably let. But as the DM who probably doesn't want you to have a Flava Flav style collection of amulets around your neck, I probably will have you not come across one.
Oh, there it is.
I just don't want you to have it.
Click. So my hand crossbow, the helm of comprehending languages. And I want the Scroll of Holy Weapon. I believe I'm the only caster in the party that can use it.
Ooh, can you cast that?
It is, I mean,
I mean,
it
you're
says
not a
if the
cleric or a
spell,
paladin.
but I have access to the cleric spell list. So that's up to you.
Ooh. So I would say yes. If you have access to a level 5 cleric spell, you can cast that. Oh wait, no, because with scrolls you can try to cast one above your casting.
Yeah, but I do have access to 5th level spells.
Right, because it's just your sorcery. Yep. Yeah. So yes, you can use that. You can
Fuck
absolutely.
yeah, I can. Maybe someday I'll get it to tell me what the spell does. I only remember that it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a is it 2d8? Yeah, you add 2d8 to your weapon damage.
So it'd be nice, in a pinch. I could
And
I
it's
could cast it
not
on go ahead.
I was gonna say it's not self, so you could cast it
Yeah,
on something
exactly.
else.
I was gonna say I'd cast it on the cat sword probably.
Yeah. An extra 2d8 on that thing. Yeah, that'll be
Or
nice.
maybe Hordebreaker.
oh yeah, Hordebreaker because he can make the most attacks with it.
Yeah, because he can make 3 attacks on a frenzied rage.
Ooh, yeah, he would like that.
Well, I mean, if we're
It's
just
only the
if
one
we're
time,
just going
but-
wild, I might.
I mean, at this point, you have to find at least 8,000 worth of
Right,
stuff.
or
Right?
else
If you're
it's
going to
not
trade
even
the sword.
worth it.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure this is actually on my spell list. Yes. Okay.
I mean,
We don't have a reason for chainmail armor.
no, certainly not. I mean, there's a warlock only item, but
Requires attunement.
it requires
Yeah.
attunement, and it's not worth it.
I know. I was
Yeah.
looking at that, and I was like, it's kind of crappy. Like, it's kind of a
right?
crappy item to be a warlock only. Like, you can use it as spellcasting focus. Like, well, any amulet you can do that with. Like, and then
Okay,
it's
Nick.
like, oh, you can try to cast a cantrip you don't know. Like, so it's a fucking cantrip.
Yeah,
and I'm only
right.
trying to cast it, so
Like you're not even guaranteed.
right, I'm gonna waste my whole action to try to
Yeah,
cast.
it'd be one thing if it was like,
cantrip.
3 times a day you can cast a cantrip you don't know. That
Right.
might be worth something.
Right. Or maybe if it didn't require attunement, like that could be just like a cool earring that, like, once a day you can try to cast a spell you don't know, a crappy spell.
The
I was like, that's
require
cool.
attunement.
And then I
Nick,
read it.
just out of curiosity, the boots of speed.
Yes.
If Zwazos were to wear those, that wouldn't do anything to my flight speed. I can only assume.
I see what they did there. Yeah, I suppose it makes sense because they're boots, and it's like running that makes them fast.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, if we're, I mean, What about?
It does require attunement.
I mean, again, if we maybe had a new friend who might be joining us, I don't
God
know.
damn! It won't show me the
might
spell.
like something.
But what am I doing? I can look
like
it up.
that for
That's a
running
really
around.
good point, because I mean, hypothetically, if you did have someone join you and if they hypothetically only had a 25 spot walking speed,
Right.
Yeah. And especially if that person might theoretically be able to dash as a bonus action,
right,
that would be very,
theoretically,
very useful.
right?
Theoretically.
I mean, it'd be awful to spend, basically zero money and then never use this item. But
Hmm. We could probably, even if we don't happen across somebody, we could probably sell it at Waterdeep. Maybe even for a
you
profit.
might, right? You might even.
I'm just gonna click and see. Oh, look, still not even over how much we would get for the long swords. I mean, look at that. It's
a sign.
Yeah.
Damn. I was gonna get the Vanishing Smite, but it's Paladin only. It's not Cleric Paladin.
Vanish. Oh yeah, it's Paladin only.
What about? Oh, we can't see.
Damn it! An Aura of Life is friggin' only Paladin too. God damn it!
What about protection from fiends?
I was looking at that too. I don't know what protection from fiends does.
Invisible barrier cylinder.
Weird. I don't have protection from themes in my app. My little app compendium here must be newer.
Oh,
It's weird because with that one I can't see a spell.
I couldn't see any of the spells. Every time I tried to click one, it said it wouldn't work.
Oh, weird. Oh,
I've never seen that spell either.
No. Where the hell did that come from?
I mean, do we want to take it just for the fun of it and see what it does? Eventually.
That is weird.
I wonder, are there scrolls that are just scrolls and not
like that aren't for regular spells?
It's not even in the item list. Like if I search for scroll of protection from fiends, it's not even in the item list.
That's crazy. How is it?
I don't know where that came from. I don't know how that happened. Oh, there it is. No, it is there. Okay. Scroll from protection from fiends. It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide, apparently.
Huh.
But there's no spell associated with it, so I guess it just does what the scroll says.
That's wild.
That's weird.
It does kind of seem... not that I know necessarily when we'll fight fiends, but it could be one of the...
It seems like the kind of thing that we do. Ebondeath's not a fiend, but...
I don't know where these come from. I don't know what these things are, but if you find one like that and it doesn't have a class list, doesn't have a spell, I'll say anybody can use it. Oh. If they're going to throw random shit in the game like that, okay.
You mean just use it as like an consumable item? Just anybody?
Exactly. Yeah. You won't be able to copy it over.
Right.
But Vark could use it, or Nyx could use it. A level 1 character could use it because it doesn't even say what level spell it is. Just open use if you find something like that.
I mean, let's fucking take it then.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we'll leave it up. We'll leave it up to Nick to decide what protection from fiends does.
Well, it
just does what it says. Right there. Use an action to read the scroll and closes you in an invisible barrier that extends from you to form a 5-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder. For 5 minutes, it prevents fiends from entering or affecting anything within the cylinder. It moves with you and stays centered on you. However, if you move in a way that the creature would be inside the cylinder, the effect ends. Oh, but they can do the DC 15 charisma check to just not care though.
No,
that's still pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a shit ton better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. In a pinch.
I mean, especially like for somebody with ranged capabilities could just like hunker themselves in there.
Yeah, says nothing about like spells or anything passing through, so that's great.
So we could fight like a chain devil or something. That'd be awesome. We should fight a chain devil.
Might as well.
If for no other reason than just to use up the scroll and fuck it
Can't
up.
touch me.
Just be
And
like,
then he rolls a 16 on his charisma check. All right, so you're going through this, and then so the little clerk looks at your little, and he's like, I think that's fair. We'll eat the difference if you want to just trade outright.
do it.
So a cursed longsword for this list of items.
Yes,
Yes.
please. If we will allow that, that would be awesome.
I think that's entirely fair.
Absolutely.
All right, so I don't know what the best way to do this is. I'm going to see if I can't just drag each of these items to the party sheet. Yes, I can. All right, so we're going to
Should we also think about paying cash for this scroll of death ward?
do. Weapon, protection, beams, and hands mute. Okay.
Oh my god. This is so awesome.
Boots. Circlet. I'm going to forget which scrolls you bought.
I'm just thinking about that circlet and how crazy useful it would have been in that fight when we had to do fire damage to that friggin' undead. Easily worth the what? 300 and
I think it was like
something.
2 something.
It's fucking easily worth twice that.
Okay, I think I got everything. All right.
What about my helm?
You lose. Oh, what do you get? Which helm?
The helm of comprehending languages.
That's in there.
I see it still on the list, and it was my understanding that.
There we go. It's in there now. Yeah, I didn't delete it. Thank you. All right, I think I deleted everything from the list here. I think you have all the stuff you bought, and then I took the accursed longsword out, so you even Steven.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And it is exactly 2:30. So
Look at that.
you all congrats
Look at
the
it.
party sheet to your. I'll take that. You guys can take. You all can take your stuff.
I'm gonna take that. Who do you think who do you think should hold protection from fiends?
Don't know yet.
Next.
Oh shit, me? Why?
Just because
okay, fine.
because if we get in a fight with friggin' demons,
Yeah,
the one of us who's most likely to be right up in front of them is you.
it's me.
And
That's probably very true.
Yeah,
and I mean
most
like
likely to try to scratch a demon's face off.
me.
That's
Well,
fair.
me and
But-
Mark.
but it does say
Mark might,
it does
yeah.
say that if you move in any way that would so I can only assume that attacking from inside the circle would be a movement that does that.
I would say that is correct, because if it's you
So
control
then
5 feet, so yeah.
Yeah, so then
But
somebody so then
I
maybe
move
me
a lot.
because who else has ranged stuff?
I move a lot. That would be up for like a turn or two, and then.
Well, no, you can still move and it'll follow you. It's just if you move in a way that a fiend would enter the field, then the fiend doesn't
Yeah.
have to
If you
go through the
lean
field
forward
anymore.
to hit it with your weapon, then it moves it into the field, and the field drops.
Yeah, well, that's what I do all the
Yep.
time. So
Yeah, exactly. So
Right.
then I'll take it.
But you'd probably only use
Assuming
it
Fantasy
if
Grounds
you
lets me
were
back in.
hurt and didn't want to get killed.
That is also true. So then, yeah, let's go with Nyx.
It might be worth it not to attack in that instance.
fine.
Well, you have to use your action to use the scroll anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's right. So you wouldn't be attacking with your.
And then somebody could get you some healing from a distance, maybe with their bonus action, as long as they were within 60 feet of you and loved you very much, which of course they do.
Fine. Put it in my inventory.
All right. So we will. We'll call it there. It's 2:30, almost exactly. So we'll start up next time. We'll have you in Gauntlgrim. You can. I think you always said you wanted to go to the potion shop, so we'll at least do that. And I think you wanted to talk to the wizard guy whose name is.
I want to blow shit up.
Larn Rockcrusher. So you probably want to chat with him to get the answers that you're looking for, maybe. Yeah.
Look,
So go ahead.
I would like to say that now that we've gone through the magic items, Swasis is going to be like, okay, you guys can handle potions and stuff, and fuck off to his room and start reading his book with whatever time there is before bedtime.
Yeah, right.
I'll let you decide how much that is.
All right. It depends. We'll see what happens.
So we need to get potions. We need to see a wizard, and Nyx is gonna go spend whatever gold they have left on explosives.
Get some more bombs.
Well, the whole thing is like Nyx just wants to like tinker with it, like and like make sure that it can maybe like actually get like a set charge.
Oh, come
Like,
Oh, did you get booted?
It kicked me out again while I was transferring stuff from the party sheet. Oh my god.
oh,
That's frustrating.
all right. Well,
Can you leave Fantasy Grounds up for a bit, Nick, so I can
Yeah,
get
I'll
this
leave
stuff
it up.
figured out?
Yeah, you can move some stuff
all
over
right.
at your leisure. All right, cool. All right, so we'll check in. I don't think I have any reason to not be around next weekend, so I'll check